Media. This is a podcast that makes you take a second look at what you just watched. If you're watching, you're probably watching on Spotify or YouTube. Be sure to catch us there. Follow us on all of our social medias. It's at Lost Ox Media on every single platform. TikTok, Twitter, or X if you want to call it X. You know, and support the show by buying merch over at lostox.media. That's lostaux.media. We got a lot of fun stuff to get into. I kind of almost did do it like Nick Fuentes, even though I was like, I'm not going to do it Nick Fuentes. We do have a lot of fun stuff to get into, though. We have a little bit of Joe Rogan, a little Akaash Singh again. Akaash making second appearance 2 weeks in a row, man. We're still emanating off of that shit with his goddamn wife, dude. I can't believe it. Like, I thought it was bad already as it is, right? Come to find out, they end up doing a fucking episode of Flagrant. They bring the wife into it. I shared it with you, right?
Yeah,
Did you watch it?
I watched it.
Man, that shit was fucking brutal. It was like a humiliation ritual.
Ugh.
Like, I'm not even kidding. I was watching that. Akaash is sitting there. That I ain't never seen a man look so defeated.
I will say I was doing stuff, so I wasn't looking at the screen a lot. But the stuff coming out of her mouth, ridiculous.
You don't have to be looking at the screen to not hear him. True. He didn't say fucking hardly anything.
I know,
that whole.
But she sounded like an idiot.
Oh my God, she sounded fucking dumb. She sounded dumb, and we're gonna be getting into that on this episode of Lost Ox Media. All that and more. We got a little bit of Nick Fuentes. Just a little, like a little smidge, a little, like a taste of Nick Fuentes. You know what I mean? Because I got an itch. We haven't talked about Nick in like 2 weeks. I'm itching, boy. I'm itching. And then we have the return of a segment that I don't even think I've done since you've been on the show. This is the What's Eating Ethan Klein segment.
I'd be a pedophile for 20 million.
The week segment. That's what I used to call it that. The week segment. What's Eating Ethan Klein? You get it?
Yeah.
All right. As long as you get it, then we can move on. Oh, no. That song's copyrighted. We can't do that. No more H3. H3 is on a copyright. He might take us to court for that. You know what I mean? He goes, that's the same time code that I'm using on the show. You guys can't do that. You know, you guys are making money off of your... We make like 33 cents an episode. Ethan Klein's the type of person that would go, I'll take 32 of that. You know what I mean? Like, Ethan's 100% the kind of guy go, I'll take all 32. I'll leave you with the one. You know, I know your family needs to eat. You should see the time codes that we have. Ethan fucking making a mockery out of this goddamn Casey-tron. They just had their court mediation or whatever it was, right? And she settled. This Casey-tron is one out of 3 women that Ethan Klein is suing for copyright infringement. And we'll be touching on that a little later as well here on Lost Ox Media. Let's give it up for H3, baby. You know what I mean? I love me a good week segment. Let's start with the little Joe Rogan. You know, everyone's been talking about Joe on that podcast with the fucking spaceship set. I don't know who that guy. Anytime I see somebody like a white dude that I've never seen before, because that's what it happens. It's like every now and then a big name will go on a podcast, and it's always some white dude that you've never seen before, ever. You've never even heard of this guy. He practically might as well be AI, right? Somehow the guy has 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. You look at the Instagram, he's got 1 million on the. You're like, who is this dude? You know, this guy looks like somebody that works at like a Zoomies in the mall. You know, you've seen the guy. He had like black curly hair, wore like just a regular ass white t-shirt. He's like, Joe, it's crazy, man. You think aliens are real? Joe's like, I'll tell you, man, there's nothing more virgin than a computer, dude. I think Jesus could come back as a computer, bro. Like, Joe's fucking retarded. I don't even understand why anybody follows this guy anymore. It's crazy. It's like legitimately like watching a man go senile in real time. You know, he says the same stories every single fucking episode. Imagine being Jamie, the producer. This is Young Jamie is the name of the producer. You need sometimes I gotta school you. You know what I mean? So that's the name of the producer guy. young Jamie, right? Joe treats this guy like shit, man. You should see over the years the stuff I seen Joe say and do to Jamie. Oh my God. And then you got to put him through the same stories every week. You know, they're probably doing multiple episodes a day sometimes to like, you know, stack up episodes to keep up with scheduling and shit. Imagine Jamie sitting. It's the third 3-hour episode of Joe Rogan that he's recorded in a day. Joe's telling the same story. He goes, "Hey, did you ever hear that AI 50 Cent song? You know, hey Joe. Ever since AI started, like they started making AI music, Joe cannot stop listening to AI music. He's legitimately. This is boomer. You've seen my aunt. My aunt cannot stop posting AI videos. I'm fucking sick of it. My aunt will not stop posting fucking Sora videos of herself and some guy. I don't know. It's her husband. I never met the guy. You know? The guy might be AI. My aunt might not even be in a relationship. She might have been lying to my family this whole time with how many AI videos she's posting out there. This is boomer shit that Joe's like, you hear the AI 50 Cent? Jamie's listening to it 3 times in a day, 4 times in a day, 7 times in a week. He has to listen to this. This man's going senile in real time. And now everybody wants to make a big deal out of this goddamn fucking spaceship interview or whatever the fuck it is. I'm not talking about that. I ain't worried about no spaceship interview, nothing like that. Everyone's, as far as I'm concerned, the news about Joe Rogan this week, everyone's focusing on the wrong thing. Because Liver King is back at it again, my friend. Earlier this year, Liver King was like coming into run-ins with the cops and shit off of posting these goddamn videos threatening Joe Rogan, talking about how much he wants to fight Joe Rogan and shit like that. Hey, look, I like Liver King, right?
He is a crazy looking fella.
I hate Joe Rogan and I like Liver King. As far as I'm concerned, this is coming from, I'm thinking content brain right now, you know? You can't have feelings in content brain. Content brain, this guy is a dream come true. I'm having him on every episode every week. I get the opportunity, right? Imagine me, you, and Liver King hanging out, talking shit about Joe Rogan, you know? And he got in trouble earlier this year for posting these kinds of videos, threatening Joe, saying that he wants to go to Austin to fight Joe, right? Oh, Joe, you're a man for your family. And now Liver King's back at it again. He's posting videos. Dude, in these videos, wait until you guys see this. You saw, he had fucking Joe's face cut out in paper on his fence. He had Joe's face cut out on the fence. And then he had the craziest pairing of people. It wasn't even just Joe Rogan. He had the nuttiest fucking faces cut out and put on the fence as if he was going to throw knives at him. You know what I mean? It was so wild. I want to share some of that with you guys here today. You know? I want to share a little bit. Because everyone, like I said, we're talking about this dumb fucking spaceship interview that Joe did with Jack Harlow or whatever the fuck his name. Anytime I see a white guy like that, I just immediately say it's Jack Harlow. And the funny thing is, I know that Jack Harlow is like that white twink rapper. I know. I always say, Joe did an interview with Jack Harlow. You know, it's like another skinny white guy with curly dark hair. It's Jack Harlow as far as I'm fucking concerned. You know what I mean? So look, let's hear it. Liver King, something's off with this guy. When we were listening to this earlier, we could like barely even understand. I had no idea what the fuck he was even saying. Hopefully it's loud enough. Let's listen to this.
We're just going to go ahead and roll with it. I have an exclusive interview. It's hosted by this man right here, Seth Rogen. I'm just going to get right into it.
Seth Rogen, ladies and gentlemen. You remember I was telling you Joe had a weird pairing of people. What degree of connections does Seth Rogen have with Joe Rogan?
A last name?
The last name? That's
the last
it?
name?
Okay, this guy is clearly losing his fucking mind. We're 10 seconds into the video. He's saying it as if Seth Rogen's in the room. He goes, I have an announcement to make. It's going to be mediated by my good Jewish friend here, Seth Rogen. It does like the Seth Rogen laugh. You know what I mean? He's trying to do like a Weekend at Bernie's with Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen's body's not even in the room. He's like doing it with a paper cut. He's like, I'm telling you, Seth is here right now. I swear, this is him. This is him. Don't you hear him? He goes, does like the dumbass Seth Rogen laugh in the background. Instagram sucks because I can't go back. You know, I can't like go back a couple seconds to like re-get the context of what we were just talking about. And then if I hit the space bar right now, the whole computer explodes. Like, I have no idea what's wrong with Instagram's player. You have to click on the screen. If I hit the space bar right now, it would like set off nuclear codes in North Korea or something. I have no idea.
Some terroristic threats are coming in from a online social media presence named Liver King. Are you familiar with those? Yeah, okay, I'm aware. My security team alerted me to it, unfortunately. Okay, and based off of kind of those terrorist threats,
It's me. I'm the social media.
How's that making you feel as far as what's being said?
Look at the pictures that he has of Joe Rogan just taped in his backyard on the fence. This is like
Crazy.
Scary, dude.
Yes.
This is like legitimately scary.
What is happening?
I have no idea. So what I kind of was paying attention because we couldn't. That's the part we couldn't hear earlier.
But it sounds like a recording of Joe Rogan and Seth Rogen apparently
Talking to each other, right? He has to have made like an AI recording or something, and he's doing like because those two are famous enough to where like if an AI voice something was out there, they would go, "Oh, you could change to Joe Rogan's voice. Like, come over here, use our shit." So that has to be what that is. Why would Seth Rogen in the actual world, why would Seth Rogen ever call Joe Rogan to go, "Hey, we think there's a threat on your life," like as if Seth Rogen's the Secret Service. He goes, "I'm calling all Rogans, I'm letting you guys know there's a distress signal that we need to send out for Joe Rogan's life. All other Rogans need to put hands on deck." Is that what this is? Is that what's happening right now, Mr. Liver King? This guy is in his backyard, high on meth, listening to AI recordings of the Rogans with taped fucking pictures of the Rogans in his backyard. He's losing his mind.
He might have lost it.
Dude, this is wild, dude. I'm loving this. And the picture of Joe Rogan all sweaty, like he just got done messing with those like Martin Luther King kettlebells that he has in his gym, Like, Jesus Christ. I almost hit the space button. If I would have hit the space bar, we all would have died.
Well, it seems like he needs help. There's something wrong with the guy.
Look at the
It
pictures.
definitely doesn't seem stable.
Look, I didn't pay attention to
Look
this.
at all the pictures of Joe Rogan, dude. Oh my. Yo, these are so fucking crazy, dude. This is what I'm saying. Everyone's talking about the wrong shit right now when it comes to Joe Rogan. They need to be worried about this. All those Joe Rogan fans out there, if you ain't worried about this, you might not have a Joe Rogan to fucking come home to next week, okay? Liver King might get this motherfucker. This guy, dude, the shit people do on meth is crazy.
Is he really on meth?
What else? What other excuse you got?
I don't know.
This got this. This shit is dementia in the umpteenth degree. If it ain't meth, he's in like the reason why I say it has to be some sort of drugs or something is because this is like psychosis level type shit.
Well, people are just crazy too.
Yeah, you get thrown into a psychosis every now and then just from like just the way you're wired and your mental health, just your mental state deteriorating over time. That definitely does happen, right? It's just hard to see an influencer and not think drugs, right? You go, this guy has gotten exposed to all this. And on top of that, Liver King is known for saucing up. He built the fucking social media following and everything going, I eat raw dick and balls from cows and I'm all natural. And come to find out a couple years in, they were like, dude, you're sauced the fuck up. He's been taking juice the whole time. You know what I mean? So this guy he's prone to lie. He likes the needle. He's never shy away from a good needle, you know? Liver King never met a needle he don't like. You know what I mean? This guy is all about. So I could see himself getting a little, smoking out of a couple light bulbs in the garage,
Okay.
hitting them blowtorch. And next thing you know, he's hanging out with the Rogans in the backyard. This is like a sitcom. Me and the Rogans. Imagine Liver King, Joe Rogan, and Seth Rogen all hanging out, doing like a 2.5 Men. You know what I mean? Like, that would be the shit, dude. I hit the space button. Fuck!
Did you?
It
Yeah.
seems like, for whatever reason, he's threatening. Okay.
Oh, there's a reason. Pause. There's a reason. Oh, we'll see. We'll just
Look, he
go
can't
ahead.
even gather his
Oh,
own
that-
thoughts.
I have an exclusive.
Oh, that was it. That was the end of the video. Okay. There's got to be another one. There's got to be. Well, look, that's it. It looks like we got the
Whole
continued.
family is invited. Okay. Why? Because you talked about another man. It affected his reputation. I love that. Bring it on. Resistance, strength, better, stronger, evolve. But then they made a movie. They referenced you as a figurehead. Some people believe what you say.
And Seth Rogen's just in the in the background, like smiling, just headshot Rogan, headshot Seth Rogen, just hanging out in the background.
What is he like covered under? Is it literally at his height?
He has to be like under his front porch or something like that. He's like, Liver King is legitimately crouched under his front porch. He's like in his crawl space of his house, and he's got all these taped pictures. The part that I love the most is he got like every emotion from like, you know what I mean? He has like every emotion of Joe Rogan and Seth Rogen just taped down there. And the fact that it's just their head, like it's just
Duct
their
tape.
heads that he cut out. And yeah, he just does it with like this harsh duct tape on the outside of it. It's like you don't even loop the duct tape and put it on the back so it's nice and clean. You put it on. Nope. He just holds it with his left hand. He holds the Rogan face with his left hand and takes a square of duct tape and goes on the wall with his right hand, right on top of the Rogan, right in the forehead of the Rogan. He goes, "Take that, Mr. Rogan." Dude, he's legitimately under his house right now.
And by the way, I think you're mainly good and true, which is why I don't want to boycott you. Welcome to Texas. But I will fight you honorably, and then we're going to donate a bunch of money to do more good and true charity of my choosing, by the way. So what's happened is they made a movie, and then my family is received in a different way. A lesser version of them is received. A version that you helped to create that reputation, and that's a fake reputation, but
I like how he goes, Joe, you talked about me and you ruined my reputation. My family, they're lesser people because of it. Has nothing to do with the shit you're doing. Dude, I seen videos of this guy like a month ago running around on all fours in like the middle of a restaurant, bro.
Oh.
It's like, come on, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? And then you saw the one video we watched last night with this Filipino chef, his little gay twink Filipino chef. The guy that like hopped out from a tree stump and was like, "Good day, everybody. I'm a chef. I'm like, dude, this is nuts, bro. Bing bong out the ass with that one, right? This is not a well man. You hanging out with twink Filipinos, like little boy toy Filipinos like that, They cooking your meat. they cooking you stew. You know what I don't know. Seems a little sus. Seth Rogen's still in the background bringing the good vibes to this video. That's the only thing saving the video as far as I'm concerned. Seth Rogen in the background with a little smirk. That'll bring a smile to anybody's face as far as I'm concerned. Liver King's over here losing his mind, and I'm all sunshine and rainbow staring into Seth Rogen's eyes.
Still, my family's affected. They're affected. They're treated. They're received in a lesser version than what they are. Family. I'll fight you for that. Fist bump pound. So you have no idea why. No idea. What else did you say about you? What did you say about the man on the podcast? Yeah, and you have no idea. I have no idea why he would have any threats for me. And they weren't threats. A challenge. A fight. Come on.
Hold on. Look, dude, one of his pupils is the size of a golf ball, and the other one is the size of the head of a pin. Like, he's only, like, drugged up on one side of his body, somehow. How you only do meth on the left side and not the right side? I have no idea. It's like his body actually has like a divider in the middle. And then he goes, well, if I only snort it with my right nostril, then I just get a little on the left. A little something, something. How is this even possible? Liver King over here. Losing his shit. How you talking about anyone ruining any reputation? You over here fucking... Dude, he's making like the doc from fucking Back to the Future to look like the sanest man alive. You know the doctor character?
Uh-huh.
Practically runs into fucking Marty's room, rapes the shit out of you. Marty, you gotta get up. He's like grabbing him by the dick and shit. This is the most crazy character I've ever seen. He's making that guy look like fucking what's his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like the smartest black man to ever live.
Drama king over here. Called you a king.
That he could move forward with those threats towards you and your family. Well, he certainly doesn't seem stable. I don't think he's made any threats with my family, has he?
No, I didn't make a threat about your family.
With the dog, saying that he wanted to introduce the
The faces, dude. The faces are so crazy. Look at young Joe. Look at young Seth Rogen, bro. He's got young, fat Seth Rogen. Oh, my God, dude. I love that. We all went to high school with a kid that looks like that.
Yeah.
We all went to high school with a kid that looks like that. That is wild.
Wearing those same frame glasses.
The same shit. This and this is like with the button-up shirt and the suit jacket. This is that kid on prom night. Like, this is what he would look like on prom night, that kid that from high school. This is bringing me back. I'm back in high school right now. I'm ready to start talking to some high school chicks. No, I'm just kidding. Me and Seth Rogen. Dude, this guy is losing his mind. Let's get through this one and move on. Liver King is losing his shit. And I feel like if I hang out in this barbershop long enough, I'm going to get a haircut and start losing my mind. And then I'm going to start taping pictures of Joe Rogan all over my fucking house,
Whole family is invited. Okay, why? Because
Dude, thank God we waited to watch those last 2 seconds. You get that jump scare of Joe Rogan just like monkeyed out, dude. Joe Rogan's chimping out. That's what they call. That's a touchy term right now. A lot of racist right wingers online.
Yes.
They go, hey, he's chimping out. Like it'd be like a white kid hanging out in a black neighborhood going, he's chimping out.
It's like a whole thing?
Yeah, you didn't see.
No, I mean, that one lady kept saying it, but I didn't know
Yes.
it was like a thing.
Dude, I saw this video on Twitter like a couple weeks ago. This like white dude was walking around a Walmart. He's getting followed around by these 2 black guys, and he's like just holding his phone going, look, they chimping out. And the black dudes are behind him like, yo, we're about to fuck you up, dude. Like, and they followed him out the store and surprisingly enough did not beat his ass. Like, I was very shocked because it wasn't like a scary looking white, he just looked like a regular college white, It's like, I mean, but you know what I think it is? It's the fact that the kid had his phone and he's so brazen saying this shit in the middle of like a Walmart that these 2 guys are probably like in their heads. They're like, if he's this like ballsy, he must know something we don't. It's like that. You kind of like don't want to side. You don't even want to take the chance. You're like, he might have a knife or something, or this kid might be Jackie Chan. I don't know. Imagine that. They get squirrely. He goes, oh, you want to fuck around? He drops the phone, just like kicks the shit out of him. You know what I mean? But beats the shit out of both of them. Who knows? They always say, I always grew up hearing, you never underestimate a man. You never underestimate a man. You never know what they might do to you. Nick Fuentes, 5'9", 144 pounds, soaking wet. He might be the baddest motherfucker in Chicago. I don't know. You never know. And we'll find out a little later when we're talking about Nick. A little super chat love, you know what I mean? So let's get on with it. Let's move on to a little bit of Akaash. You want to get on to some Akaash?
Yeah.
Some Akaash Singh? So, dude, if anyone's listening and they are not caught up to speed, I would have no idea how you would not have heard about this. But in case you're not caught up to speed, Akaash Singh has been getting trashed the last couple weeks online because his wife is a trifling hoe. This girl is going online saying all sorts of shit. Couple things that stuck out to me were her talking about her friend's husband Nav and his 10-inch dick, how she wants to have an orgy with him. Another one that stuck out to me was when Akaash re-proposed to her so that they could renew their vows, she ducked his goddamn kiss. That's another little sussy move right there. What was another good one? We didn't even talk about it on the show last week, but there was a video of her like at a dermatologist office, like, and she had her ass. Had her ass out. She's asking the guy if he's single. It's like, yo, your asshole is like winking at this guy. It's like, what are you doing? It was like a lot of behavior like that, and then to top it all off, the creme de la creme. His money is our money, and my money is my money. That was one that really, the internet loved that one. The internet loved that one. And look at this fucking trifling bitch. His money is our money, and my money is my money. It's like, are you fucking serious right now? I drop kick a girl like that. I go, ah. I treat her like a child. I go, I don't like children. So a kid comes running up to me. I go, hey, yeah, like right in the face. I give him one of them. I treat her like that. I put a little domestic violence on a woman like that. So after all of that, this is what we're getting at. After all of that trashing, I'm talking this guy was getting the works online. We were playing clips last week of Black Twitter talking about this fucking guy. The guy didn't even know Akaash's name. You remember?
Yep.
What was the one line we liked a lot about that? It was like a podcast with this black guy who was wearing like a pillowcase for a hat. That's how big this guy's head was. This guy's head was so big, he had an actual pillowcase on his head. He was wearing it as a hat. The one line he said that I liked a lot was the girl asked about Akaash, right? She goes, so what, he like Indian, right? And the guy just goes, yeah, something like that. It was like, that was the funniest line to me because Akaash is clearly Indian. It's like, what, are you fucking high? This guy looks like a character from Aladdin. Like, this is like the most Indian guy you could possibly think of. If anything, his wife doesn't look that Indian.
Tonight.
So, the internet's trashing him, right? And they end up immediately having his wife on Flagrant to, like, clear the air about all this, quote unquote, right? And I'm telling you right now, if you guys are listening, this was nothing even close to clearing any kind of air. I was less than 5 minutes in to watching this, and I go, oh, this is a humiliation ritual. This man is being cucked once again by his wife, this time in front of his actual peers, his co-workers nonetheless, on the biggest platform out of all of them. Out of all the platforms that she was talking shit on, TikTok, all that, she don't got the followers that Flagrant has.
Right.
Right? These guys just hit 2 million subs on YouTube. They're doing numbers, right? Now they're gonna put all this out in the air on the biggest platform that they could possibly put this girl on, that's gonna accept her. You fucking high as shit. And then for Akaash to sit there just like this the whole time. His wife's like, yeah, I was popping pussy. She's like, yeah, I can explain. I can explain why I was popping so much pussy. Akaash sitting there. Guys, I'm going to have to buy her another Prada bag after this. It's like, what the fuck? Now watch this, guys. Even the first 5 seconds of this is fucking retarded. Let's give it up for Flagrant. Akaash getting cucked by his wife, round 2. Here we go.
Tonight on Flagrant, the truth will be revealed. Marriages will be shattered. Friendships destroyed. Nothing will be the same again. Our guest, once a beloved comedian, has spent the last couple weeks being...
I'm going to tell you, this man ain't never been beloved. Ain't nobody liked Akaash, you know what I mean? It ain't never been like that. You know, people get, they get tickets to see this guy because he's on Flagrant. That's it. That's it. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you are like a person that goes to a comedy show because you saw the guy on a podcast, you'll laugh at anything. That's the type of person that's going to something like that. If you don't know who this is, you're like, I've never even been to a comedy show, but I love Flagrant. And this guy's coming to our city. These are the type of people that go to that.
Okay.
This is not beloved, you know? These are people that go and they go, yeah, he was funny. I would probably go to another comedy show. You know? I'll definitely be tuning into Flagrant next week. You know, that's like that.
destroyed, disrespected. He's been dragged through the mud, and he couldn't even take out that tiny little of his and stuff it inside for his own pleasure. Give it up for our friend, here to tell his side of the story, Akaash Singh. Brother, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I know they didn't just steal my whole shit. All that clapping and shit, they don't got no audience in that motherfucker. I got a whole church choir back here. No, I'm just kidding.
Can't imagine what you've been going through the last few weeks. Tell us, what's been on your mind?
Dude,
what's been on your heart?
I'm so glad you asked me, man. It's been really hard for me.
Hard for you?
Oh my God! Jackson is in the building. She wants vengeance. Security is here.
The midget!
Stopping her. The punjabi power. Oh my God! She's abusing the security guards.
I love how she throws the midget over the couch. And it's like the midget just like fucking bounces. They're already making a mockery out of this, you know? And this is what's so funny. They actually sat in a room and went, yo, let's like lean into it. It's like, no, bro, this ain't the time for that. This guy's marriage is in like disarray. You fucking go, let's lean into it. How's about let's not do this episode? How's about that? You know? That's my thought. I'm Akaash. I go, you guys fucking high right now? I'm getting fucking eviscerated online. You guys want me to do this again? Are you serious? And now you want me to get it from her? I'm getting it from everybody else online. You want me to get it out of the horse's mouth this time? She's like telling him the stories, comes like coming out of her mouth and like hitting him in the face. She's like, Akaash, I can explain everything. It's like, it just come, just dripping down his face. She's like spitting it on him while she's explaining herself.
It's absolute pandemonium and chaos here. Akaash has brought out a comically large pair of scissors. He's cutting the bag. Oh my Lord!
Look at this. Look at this ugly ass Indian motherfucker. Yo, tell me about it. This guy deserves everything he's about to get right now. I see this face right here. He deserves every fucking bit of it. This is the most Indian I've ever seen Akaash look. Because he's trying real hard not to look at, you know, between the fake teeth and all that shit. Look at how long his goddamn teeth are. This guy has like candy corn sized teeth in his fucking head right now. It's crazy. Like everybody talks though the chiclets, right? Candy corn's pretty fucking goddamn big.
Mm-hmm.
Those are big candies. I mean, yes or yes. This is like a white candy corn, dude. This is the ugliest man I've ever seen him.
This is a podcast, not a frat house. What are you doing? Stay back. Tonight on Flagrant. Let's just get right into it.
Yeah. Yes.
Which frat party should my daughter avoid in the near future? I have a 2-year-old daughter. Which frat party should she not go to?
Shy should avoid Teak because they definitely. Why?
They make you pop that thing crazy or what?
Look, see, the reason why they're all laughing, she's going, what, is because it was a fucking trick. It's like they were saying that so that they would give you the opportunity to go, guys, come on, you know, calm down. I wasn't doing that. Immediately she goes, no, they should stay away from this one. If your daughter wants to remain a virgin in college, tell her to stay away from this frat party. This, because those guys will fuck you. They'll fuck one way or another. They're gonna fuck you.
No, because they spike the drink.
No way.
Yeah,
What
so
did I
they got
say?
kicked off of our campus.
No
for
way.
Doing that. Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
She goes, I was hanging out with them every night up until they got kicked out. They were awesome.
Been pussy. Yeah.
Let's just get some definition.
Okay.
We're gonna any
Yeah,
terms
we're
that
gonna-
you might need to know the actual meaning of. Alex is here to
To
break
be
it
fair,
down.
I thought it was just like dancing, getting dressed up, and
No,
maybe
no,
that
no.
was my mistake.
Yeah.
So I acknowledge that.
Look at this.
Big one.
Yeah, the act of getting dressed up, looking fly as hell, wearing a minimum of 3-inch heels, preferably higher, and dancing your ass off.
Look, they're using Urban Dictionary as their source to say, like, no, this is why popping pussy, it doesn't mean getting fucked all around
Right.
town. Urban Dictionary exists for a reason. It's fake definitions for fake shit that's made up. Okay, so it says popping pussy, right? You never thought about the fact that as the years go by, the terms change. You never heard like anyone would pick that up. Ain't no way this girl's sitting there thinking, who's bragging about that?
Right.
Why not say that in the video? If she's going, I yearn for the days. Remember that word, yearn. I yearn for the days that I was back in college. I was popping my pussy. If you meant, I was getting dressed and look, you should have been like, I was looking fly as hell. Girls, what do they say? I slayed.
Yeah.
She could have been like, I was slaying back then. I was looking my best. I was going to frat houses. I was dancing. I was shaking my ass. That's another one. Hey, look, I ain't never heard no girl say they were popping their pussy when they were just, they were shaking that ass. They were airing it out a little bit. That's what they say. They go, that bitch was airing it out. She was shaking that goddamn ass. They're popping pussy. I'm sorry, just because Urban Dictionary says that it's so, to me, don't make it so. Say your piece. Let's hear it. I want some girl-on-girl violence.
God. Stupid.
You're flabbergasted.
Yes. This is not real. You
It
know what
can't
you're
be.
saying. You know exactly what you're saying. This is not real.
Yeah, and then watch when she's like saying her excuses and shit. She's like staring off into like Al is like down there, and she's like looking up like this, like I don't know. It's just like it's popping pussy. She's not even looking at anybody, which is a clear indication that you're lying.
Into the wee hours of the morning.
is
That
made
was what
by
I
a
was
white
doing.
man. Yeah, this is white people's definition of it. This is what you learn.
Don't go to Urban.
Guys, what do you think popping pussy is? You see?
Let's get the midgets in.
Joey,
That was Little Wayne. That one midget that was like looking over like that. He was like, "Dear Mr. Toilet, I'm the shit. Got them haters mad cause my toilet paper thick. I'm little Wayne in the shit." Like this motherfucker looks exactly like Tiny Wayne. Is what that's what I should have said. That was a better one. This is Tiny Wayne.
I'm saying is not that. Okay? They're doing more than security here.
That was my bad. That was my
Okay.
bad.
That was your
Yeah,
bad.
that was
Okay.
my
The real
Okay.
Urban
Just give
Dictionary.
me a call every time. Right?
Anytime we're worried about anything like that. Yeah.
That's what I thought. As a white, I thought popping pussy was just dancing. I thought it was like
Yeah,
twerking.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
Oh,
knew that that's
I
what you
didn't think
meant.
that.
Yes, that's what I
right?
meant.
But like once the internet makes you a whore,
Yeah.
they're looking at Joe, we're talking.
This is my friend's wife.
That's my wife, yo.
This is his wife.
That's my wife for the time being.
It's What's going on?
We have a calcium market, by the way. We have a calcium market. There's a calcium market that's been.
I like how they have like all four of them versus her, kind of. Like that's what the setup kind of looks
Yeah.
like to me. They go, "Don't worry, Akaash, we're gonna wash this bitch," And as soon as she gets in there, every single one of them goes. They all back down. They go, "Oh no, she's actually really like cool, man. She's like down to earth, man." Andrew Scholl's in there looking like a rat, looking like the biggest rat in. If I see Andrew Scholl's walking down the street, I'm immediately like, I go, "Whoa, that's the hugest rat I've ever seen in my entire life." I go, "We have to call like Guinness Book of World Records to get this rat out of Manhattan, please, somebody."
I think that popcorn bowl choice is kind of funny.
I mean, you got to. You remember I was saying last week, I said every person at Flagrant wishes they were black, including the black guy. And you see what I'm talking about right now? Look at Al. Look at Al over here. Wishes he was black. And you know what's crazy is I think Al's like Puerto Rican. He's like one of those guys that's like half Puerto Rican and half black or something like that. I don't really know. If he's Puerto Rican, and this is coming from a Rican, if he's Puerto Rican, there's a good chance this man does not know his father. So his dad could be anything, Somalian, as far as I'm concerned. And that face he's doing, that sly face with his stupid ass bucket of popcorn. Look at that. My man, he wishes he was black so bad. All you have to do, Al, is stop painting your fingernails. You'd be the blackest guy in the room. You painting your fingernails like a middle school white. That's not a good look. You know what I mean?
Nate, will Akaash and Jesseline divorce before 2027? I just want to point that out. Okay.
2027?
Yeah, you guys gotta
we have like a long way.
Yeah, we gotta
We're trying to rebrand you right now, Jesseline. Okay, I gotta wait.
Now I know we're pausing it a lot, and we're about to move on to the next time code anyway. But I want to show you something. That Kalshi thing. Are you familiar with this platform, Kalshi? Oh, wait, I'm typing in Kalshi. I should be typing in X. So, dude, Kalshi, what's it called? They have Kalshi is like this app, this betting app, right? Where they'll essentially let you bet on like anything.
Okay.
Like people could set up betting pools for just about anything, right? And Andrew's sitting here going, oh, look, this became such a big splash on the internet that now there's like a betting pool in Kalshi for you to fucking bet on if Akaash and his wife will get divorced before 2027, right? And then I'm scrolling through fucking X and I see Andrew post something on here, which now it's looking like it got deleted because I'm checking for it right now. Andrew posts on here, and he goes, thanks to our partners over at Kalshi for helping us set up this betting pool and shit. This is all just for them to, like, set publicity so they can set more brand deals and set up more shit for themselves to make money off of this. Huh. Because, look, we're even talking shit about it right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's working. They start going through all of this shit, like, they start questioning her about like every video that went viral. They go, why don't you tell us about the roster that you had? She goes, roster, I had like 2 guys. They were like 2 guys that I was only just texting. That's it. I ain't never heard nobody. I say roster, I'm fucking every single goddamn person on that thing. If I'm not fucking them, they don't make the roster. That's the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? It's so much different shit that was coming out of this girl's mouth that I was just like, it's just one line of bullshit after another.
Yeah, she's full of shit.
And then for them to sit there and entertain the whole thing as if this is what that says to me is they're sitting there in those chairs going, our audience is so dumb that they will buy this. This is what they're saying to me. Our audience is so fucking stupid that we can spin this to them. To me, nobody's buying it. You should have seen the tweets that everyone called this a humiliation ritual. Every single one of them. Immediately, they're hitting her with dummy questions. Tell us what frats to not go to. That's your opportunity to go, come on, guys, I wasn't that bad. Let's, let me clear my name here. Let's calm down. Immediately, she goes, nope, stay away from this one. Those guys will drug you. They'll rape you. They did it to me. Mm-hmm. She goes, I was there. Yeah. What the fuck is happening here?
Because I heard this beautiful story that Akaash told about you guys sleeping on the floor and then like him wanting to give you his North Face or something. And then you gave it back because you're like, it's not Mew Mew. I'm not sleeping in North Face. You save your money and give me Mew Mew. And then I'll sleep on the floor with Mew Mew.
That's 2009. I'm testing on North Bay.
Yeah. No, but you guys were sleeping on the floor because you were evicted from your apartment. You were moving to New Jersey, right?
Yeah,
This is real.
basically.
And you still want to stay with him.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
Yeah.
I never actually asked why.
No, you know why, bro. Come on. Come
Oh,
on.
yeah,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
All of them trying to lift him up, dude. Even he is knocking himself down right now in this moment. Why? Why? Now watch. He goes, why? Like as if it's like a joke, right? And then it slowly starts getting serious. He goes, no, like really, like why? You know, it's like, what the fuck?
You got that muffin top.
Yeah, you got that loud. Yeah.
Okay, the real answer.
What is loud? What is
His,
what?
his dick smells.
Oh, that dick. Yeah, because once you, Kurt, guys, you guys are professional security.
What
man.
if
You
a
guys
guy breaks out?
Come on, you didn't make sure. Okay, no, but for real, you got a stink dick husband sleeping on the floor. like, what's wrong with you, man? Like, you're supposed to be a gold digging whore according to the internet.
That's what I'm saying. There was like so many red flags early on.
But why'd you stay? That's
Okay, I stayed because
See how serious he's like, no, seriously, like, why'd you stay though? Like, I want you to say it so that everybody on the internet like believes this. Like, remember what we talked about at home? Like, you know how we like came up with what you were gonna say. He's like, seriously, why are you not saying it yet? Like, and he kind of like got like angry looking, like kind of. He's like, no, like you see when the eyebrows going like that.
it's like so many red flags early on.
But why'd you stay? That's
Okay, I stayed because I felt like as soon as I met you, it was love at first sight. I loved you. Like, I don't know. I just felt like, and maybe like you feel like that when you guys met your wives or your fiance. It's like, you just like know when you have that special connection. It's like, okay, like God picked this person out for me. And like everything he did from top to bottom, like his character, his integrity, his personality, like I just like loved everything about it.
Dude, this guy looks like, what's her face? What was the girl that she goes, the mammy and the pappy and this, Judy Garland?
Yes.
He looks like the Judy Garland fucking video that we were watching the other day. She was like, in the deep, deep south. I was like, whoa, dude. Calm down. He is dark. I can barely see that guy. And I know, I can see it in the monitor, dude. The people watching this right now can barely see that guy. If it wasn't for security, I'd be like, whose shadow is that?
Why is his hand such a different color than his
I
face?
don't know. That's a good question. His hands are like oddly a different pigment than the rest of his body. It's like that noticeable. And this isn't the if you're just listening at home, it's not the bottom of his hands. You know, say a lot of people, like black people you meet, the bottom of their hands are like a lot lighter than the top of their hands. It's like that with a lot of people, a lot of brown people. This ain't that. This guy's, the top of his hands are like, I mean, he has to have like, did he get like a surgery? They put like two like normal people arms on him. When he was like a baby, they put like two normal person arms on him. So he has like from the biceps down, it's just like a completely different pigment on both his arms. You know? This shit's wild. Listen back to Akaash's wife. When he goes, why'd you stay? Right? The shit, she stumbles through that whole entire thing. Doesn't say a definitive fucking thing about Akaash the whole time. She goes, it's like when love at first sight, and like, you know, I loved you, and it's like, yeah, you said that twice. Okay, let's go on from there. She goes, the character, just like the most generic fucking wedding speech that you've ever heard type shit, you know?
Stay because I felt like as soon as I met you, it was love at first sight. I loved you. Like, I don't know. I just felt like, and maybe like you feel like that when you guys met your wives or your fiance. It's like, you just like know when you have that special connection. It's like, okay, like God picked this person out for me. And like everything he did from top to bottom, like his character, his integrity, his personality, like I just like loved everything about it. So I was like, okay, like I don't want to just leave
Akaash
because
is
we're
ready
going
to
through a hard
cry.
time, because I really believed in like his potential, like just like you did.
For sure.
You know, because you obviously you were more successful than Akaash like in the very beginning and stuff, and now you guys have, yeah, whatever.
I
And you guys have
also
come up
believe that
together.
he was incredibly brilliant and
Yeah.
talented, but also just an amazing soul and an incredible person.
Exactly.
Thank you.
But I just know, I also knew that about him, that he had like ambition and this work ethics.
Give it up for Andrew, bro. Right now, if it wasn't for Andrew desperately trying to lift up Akaash right now, because Akaash is heavy right now, bro. Akaash is heavy right now, bro. Like, every second that you give Akaash to open his mouth, he shits on himself. Like, what is that about? Come on, man. You're trying to prove to the world right now that you're an actual man. That your girl is not fucking, shitting all over you all the goddamn time, dude. Look at this. What do you want? You want to hear what excuse do you want to hear, Ashley? You want to hear her excuse about ducking the kisses? You want to hear the excuse about the orgy thing? The excuse about the butthole story? Oh, the butthole story.
Sounds like that's the one.
Oh, the butthole story. Let's listen to the butthole story. What's your excuse for the butthole story? Now, for those of you who don't remember the butthole story, Akaash's now wife, who claimed to be a virgin when she met Akaash, met a man on Tinder back in the old days, right? Had this guy over with quote-unquote no intentions of sleeping with him, but said that he can spend the night. Now, if I'm going on a date with a girl, especially like a first date, she says I could spend the night, I'm immediately like, oh, this is on. Like, this is what's going to happen tonight. Like, that's what I would think, right? Now, Akaash's now wife, who was a virgin when he met her, says that she woke up the next morning and her asshole was sore. That was the butthole story. This was the butthole story. Now, I'm sorry. I have sympathy for rape victims out there, right? Doesn't that kind of take away the virgin part?
Yeah.
I mean, let's get technical here. Let's start splitting some goddamn hairs. Miss, your money's our money and my money's my money. You want to split hairs like that? Come on, let's split some goddamn hairs. This is a wild one. What kind of excuse do you think she has for a night like that?
No, Akaash is turning his cheek.
Yeah.
Okay, before we wrap this up, was there anything that you saw? Was there anything that, like, obviously all the things I imagine made you feel bad. Was there anything that specifically bothered you or, yeah?
I mean, I think people talking about the sore butthole story, because that was more kind of like an assault story, but I didn't want to label it as such because I didn't think it was super traumatizing and I had already shared one.
Right.
And I feel like the internet has a quota for girls of like how many assault stories they could share, regardless of if it's true or not. Like, obviously,
You think the internet would be like, oh,
that's like a hell of an assault story to just glaze by.
For real.
Like, this is not like, okay, she says that shit wasn't a big deal to her. I don't know many women that would, like, not be a big deal to, but okay, whatever,
She does say it very nonchalant.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like, she's saying it as if it was, like, a guy, like, maybe smacked her ass, like, while passing by her or something, which would still be traumatizing as fuck, I would imagine, to a girl. That'd be kind of fucking nuts. Like, a complete stranger just, like, whack. Like, you're like, holy shit, I'm gonna die. Like, that's what I would feel like, right? So I imagine that's just as fucking crazy, This is next level. This man was in your home. You woke up with a sore asshole. Not my butt was sore. My asshole was sore. Now,
you woke up like you don't recall it happening.
Yes. Now, you're saying this is an assault, right? Any kind of... Okay, let's say he didn't fuck you, right? He had to have shoved something in you for you to have a sore asshole. It's not like they make a spray that he sprayed on your asshole to make it sore like that. This is... What are we thinking? Anyone with connecting the dots is going to immediately go, this woman was raped. What the fuck? Anyone with a normal functioning brain is going to think that. And for her to sit there and like Andrew saying, any of the stories actually bother you? She goes, yeah, I didn't like the way the internet reacted to that one. So why'd you say it, dude? Why'd you say it? Are you retarded? What do you think? This is 1999? This, like, she's treating this as if this was like the early days of the internet. You remember, like, before people realized, like, oh, this is going to be on there forever. And people were like, is this you? It's like a guy with his balls. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they go, holy shit. I didn't think this was going to fuck with my job. You know, it's like, this is like the early days of that. She's treating this as if that's the internet. She goes, I didn't know that these guys that anyone would say this kind of shit. It's like, what are you, fucking stupid? This is literally the internet. That's all it is people like us complaining. We just have microphones. They do it with the keyboard. They go, they start clicking and clacking in the comment section. They go, look at this stupid fucking slut.
Every story she tells
yeah,
she's
that's
getting
why
assaulted.
I didn't want to do that. That's why I was like, oh, this happened. I didn't really say it's okay.
So what happened, if you don't mind saying?
Well, I mean, so I was living in San Francisco, working on
Definitely
my
a butt
internship.
thing would happen there.
San
Not
Fran will do
shocking
that.
at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like when Tinder first came out.
Akaash is like, my wife just got raped. This is so funny, man. He's telling a story about my wife getting raped in her ass. And I didn't even touch on that. That's a crazy sexual assault. An anal rape? That's the craziest. Like, what the fuck, dude? An anal rape? That's the worst out of all the rape. That's a bad one.
There was no Bumble. There was no Hinge. I met this guy on Tinder. Whatever. Like, we were like just feeling like the vibes, and I stupidly was like, oh, you can sleep over, but like not really wanting to hook up that much, because again, for me, like I was just like, okay, maybe we can make out and just like whatever and cuddle. But then I guess he like wanted.
Was this guy Indian?
No, he was like Asian.
He took it very differently than I've learned this translation.
Wait, what do you
See, Akaash is like, was this guy Indian? No? Okay. Because if he was Indian, he would have raped you as soon as he got in the house. You know, he wouldn't have waited until you were asleep. He would have just started raping the fuck out of you. The second you guys shut the door and it said click, the guy would have had his hands all over you. He would say, send Bob's and Virgin. Oh, send a Bob's and Virgin. You know? God would be like, thank you, come again.
An Indian guy might understand what an Indian girl means when she says we're hooking up. It doesn't mean we're fucked.
There's something conservative.
I think most American
I was
people
thrown
are like,
off by her inviting him over. Because when I've been
that was
invited over, that usually means, oh, we're fucking.
No, I know. That was, again, stupid decision on my part. I was like 21. So it's like, I really just like, I don't know, like I just was making bad decisions all around. So it's like.
Say that again?
There's no way she's that naive.
Dude, this girl, she thinks that we're all stupid. Which is like a definite sign of her intelligence. I always thought that, like, when people think that they're good at lying and they're not, I go, this has to be the dumbest motherfucker to think that they're getting this off. You know what I mean? This is the dumbest motherfucker, right? This is nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts. Everything about this. She goes, no, Akaash is trying to make excuses. He goes, well, Indians, we say hook up. We don't mean fucking. Okay. No, wait, to an Indian, they go, oh, a girl says, hello, my name is. And that's an invitation to start grabbing the fuck out of them. What are you talking about? They don't say hook. Indians are respectful. Okay. Since when? They're the most touchy people I've ever seen. What are you talking about? You ever seen an Indian make street food? We've talked about it on the show. They're touching every single fucking part of it with their bare hands. Makes you think they're not going to do that to some bitch. You know? Akaash goes, if it was an Indian, he would have respected you. Of course, it was a white man. It's like, shut up. Your wife's a fucking slut, dude. Calm down.
I don't know. Like, I just was making bad decisions all around. So it's like, but I was like, okay, like, we'll kiss, whatever. I don't remember. Honestly, I don't even remember too much, but I just remember him, like, trying to, like, sneak a finger. And I was like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But like then the next day, like it was like kind of feeling sore, but it wouldn't. Like if it had been anything else, it would, that would have been a whole other story. It would have been like you would have teared something,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So it was just like that.
So this was a creep pervert that was trying you, and the internet ran off with this crazy narrative of something completely different.
Yeah.
See, even these guys are being fucking retarded. I would have called that out immediately and been like, so. You're trying to say the guy tried to finger your asshole, and you said no, and that's what made you sore? Because of that, it was a little sore. How hard did he do it? What was he like? This sounds like he was trying to uppercut you in the fucking asshole. You were sore from that? Any sneaky? I'm being sneaky with the fingers. I'm like as light as I could possibly be. I go a little sneaky like that. You know? What? This guy fucking jackhammering the shit out of this girl. He goes, let me sneak one by real fast. You know, punches her right in her uterus. Goes, I'm sorry, did you feel that? You know, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And these fucking 4 idiots sit there and go, oh, so the internet just ran with something that they clearly had no right to run with because they're fucking retarded and we're rich. Fuck you, dude. What are you kidding me? Mark fucking Gagnon Cox over here. The gayest fuck. This guy is the next one. He's the next one, I'm telling you. You think that he thinks he's safe. He goes, my wife would never do this to me. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Who is he?
Mark Gagnon.
But who is he?
He's just a comedian that's friends with Andrew. He's a co-host of the show. These 4 guys, you know, they do their shit. Whatever.
Okay.
Al was like a fucking producer in the beginning. And then they got bigger. Maybe I don't know. I didn't follow these guys from the rip. All I know is that this guy's name is Mark Gagnon.
That's a great last name.
And he looks like the gayest art fag I've ever seen in my entire. He looks like one of those guys that goes, look at this painting. Isn't it magnificent? I've been staring at it for 3 hours now. And you look at it, it's blank white. He goes, the colors, the spectrums. You're like, dude, it's a blank canvas. There's legitimately no paint on the fucking thing. The fuck are you talking about? And he looks like this. This girl.
Security, you got to find those guys.
Yeah, we got to get them. We got to get them.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Can I beat this guy up?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, Akaash.
You can pay.
You can outsource it.
Midgets, find the guy that raped my wife. They're treating it like as if this is something out of Alice in Wonderland. They go, midgets, assemble. Find the man who raped my wife. I am Akaash Singh. I'm Indian royalty. Find him.
Outsource.
Yeah.
We got security.
Get the
over here.
rose to his head. You got it. Incapacitate him.
Anything else? What other things popped up?
Anything else? What other things popped up? Boy, there's. You guys are really gonna move on that fast from Akaash's wife getting uppercutted in her asshole? That's a lot. That's like I'm asking 85 questions. I go, for your asshole to be sore, he had to have approximately tried to finger you at 86 pounds per square inch, hitting a velocity of maybe 3 inches per second. You know, he had to have been going fast. You know, fast. You know, and I'm like, I'm doing all the math on the spot. I'm getting that. I'm spitting right now. I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it with Akaash and his wife. You know? Look at this. Now, they talk about the fucking, remember I told you about the butthole? She goes, you single, doctor? Blah, blah, blah. You know what her excuse for that was? Because we're running out of time. You know what I mean? Nah, actually, we're not running out of time. What am I saying? I forgot. I own the show. We can go for as long as we fucking want, bro. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for Andrew Scholes. The biggest rat New York has ever seen. Andrew looks like he needs a little cheese, bro. Andrew, you ever see those old videos where people will throw like cheese on a baby's head? They throw like a slice of cheese, it like lands on a baby's head. You never seen those?
Yeah.
That's what we need to do to Andrew. You need to hit him with a little cheese. You hit that rat with a little cheese. All right, now let's listen to Akaash talk about Akaash's wife sitting here trying to explain herself out of this one. This is when her dermatologist was just trying to give her like a routine face checkup or something like that, right? And she goes, hold on, I want to show you my asshole. She goes, this guy was fist fucking me last night in it. He goes, what, Akaash was doing that? She goes, not Akaash. This thing has been sore since college, doctor. You know, she's like doing an Ace Ventura to him. She's like moving her ass. You know how Ace Ventura did that? He's like talking with his ass. She's like talking to the doctor with her ass cheeks. She's like, Doc, I'm very sick. You know, like, oh God.
Like the only thing I try to do is just be myself on TikTok, but like 10 times extra.
Yeah.
And again, like not to justify,
down
but
to
I
2
feel
times.
like I've been with Akaash since I'm 22, and I feel like I've learned so much of my humor from him, my personality from watching.
She say she's 22 now?
I think they met when she was 22.
That's what I thought. And then now I was like, yo, if she's 22 now, dude, then Akaash is the most Indian man.
Is that really your fucking wife, dude? Yikes.
That's what I say every time I see Akaash's wife. Is that really your wife, dude? William Montgomery, God. I have been going to sleep to all of those William Montgomery bomb videos every night for the past month. Ever since those William Montgomery, all those videos of him bombing at that Austin festival, I've been falling to sleep like, it's like William just crickets, dude, in the crowd.
Yeah,
William's like,
it was
guys, I'm doing punchline. And just like, chirp, chirp. I'm sitting there. Fucking fast asleep. It's the best thing to go to sleep to. I could listen to that on repeat for years. Like, it was so good. So now listen to her. Look, 10 times. She's trying to be 10 times elevated on TikTok. That's not authentic, bro. That's not being you. I act like this everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. I'm at work. A corporate job. Just kidding. I work at McDonald's.
You guys, I've hung out with so many comedians, so I'm like, oh, like be extreme, be funny, as long as your actions are a good person. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, I can say whatever I want.
Don't you blame
Obviously,
this
I
on
can't.
us?
No, you're right.
Blame this on us, Jess.
I'm just trying to give context.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not blaming it on you guys.
Fair enough. Okay, so you were saying you guys had a really horny weekend with your toy.
Yes.
Okay.
And so what happened was, as a joke on TikTok, I showed the bruise, like not like I didn't show my full ass cheek, but I just show a little bit. Cause again, like repressed Indian girl, I'm like, oh, I can dress however I want as long as I don't actually do anything. So I'm like, okay, you know, tell me you had a good weekend with your husband without telling me, show the little bruise. Rishi, who's my dermatologist and my brother, amazing like practitioner, he was like, I've gone to him for hyperpigmentation. It really bugs me. And he's like, hey, I just want to let you know, if you don't treat this, this is going to pigment. And then he knows he's going to have to deal with me later. Like, please, can you get rid of this scar? So he's like,
You know what that is? Hyperpigmentation, for those of you listening. She's one of those girls that has like a crazy dark pussy and asshole. And she got a bruise on her ass cheek. The dermatologist is like, if you don't treat that now, that's going to pigment. The bruise is like on her hip, like all the way up here. He's like, I'm going to need to see your asshole. She got like raped again, practically. Dermatologist is like, spread them. You know what I mean? Like a fucking prison guard. He's like, spread them. I'm going to need you to lift your balls and spread your cheeks. Spread your cheeks and lift your sack.
I would just treat it like ASAP or whatever. So I'm like, okay, perfect. I'll come in. And then again, me being stupid, like, cause I want to go on double dates. I'm like, oh, he's single. And I'm like having like this like tongue in cheek thing of like kind of alluding to me and Akaash having sex, even though I actually found Pilates. So the whole thing was taken out of context.
Sorry, bro.
Which is a total lie. The whole thing is a lie. She's trying to say that she was alluding to the dermatologist to get him to go on a double date with her. If he's single, then he wouldn't have anybody to go on the double date with, first of all, right? That if you were going to go on a double date, you would want to go with another couple.
Right.
Not a single fucking guy and his slut that he finds from like the bar somewhere. What meaningful conversation are you going to have? Where'd you guys meet? The
She
strip
doesn't
club.
care about a meaningful conversation.
You know what I mean? It's like everything that comes out of this girl's mouth is total dog shit. And then on top of that, if you actually watch the fucking clip, she's sitting there when she's asking him about being single. She's like waving her ass in the fucking air, like as if she's like, hey, don't you want some of this? Like as if she's trying to get him to bury his face in it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Akaash is tripping, dog. Akaash is tripping. Letting his wife sit here and bitch him. This is a humiliation ritual. And he's sitting there coping with it. Look at him.
I never said I had strong dick.
That's
this
fair.
is really, if anything, affirming for me.
That's fair.
But did that make more sense, like to the context?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
But at the
okay.
same time, the issue is always like,
People's perception.
Yeah, the
Yes.
perception.
I think the big disconnect with you is like, and also there's a version with both of you. Is it you guys are so fucking innocent because
Yeah.
you've never been with anybody. So when you say weird sexual things,
Yeah.
you think it's absurd.
Yeah.
But you are unique
Yeah.
in your innocence with each other.
I think that.
Yo, Mark's socks make him look so gay, dude. It's crazy how, like, somehow his pants are normal length as soon as he hikes up his. He's one of those guys that, like, when he goes to, like, cross his legs like that, he purposely grabs his pant leg and yanks it up as high as he possibly can. He's like one of those kind of guys, dude. Because, look, that's a normal pant leg right there.
Yeah.
You ain't fooling any of us, Mark. Over here, this is like a 28-inch long sock, tube sock he's got going on. It says like ESPN on the side of it or something. How fucking white can you get? You're wearing socks, white socks with logos on the side of them. What are you, fucking 18? That's the dumbest shit. You wear socks with no logos on the side unless it says Vans or Nike. That's it. As an adult, those are the only socks you could wear with fucking logos on this. I'll let you go Adidas.
Okay.
I'll let you go Adidas. I'm sure Adidas makes comfortable ass socks, dude. Something about Adidas. They look like they make comfy ass socks. All day I dream about sex. You remember that joke when we were kids?
Oh, yeah.
Akaash's wife is dreaming about the dermatologist. So look, shortly after that, right? That's about 44 minutes into the podcast. Shortly after that, they release that woman. She goes, guys, I have a date with my... We don't call it... He's a friend of mine. We call it dates because we're trying to be funny, I always say as long as I'm not doing it, I can say whatever I want, right? She walks out the door. He's just fucking the shit out of her in the elevator. Like, you know what I mean? So they let her leave, right? And the shit that when they come back from that, right? They start talking about how Akaash's wife said, because of all the shit that I've put you through, I'll let you go to a goddamn rub and tug spot. Go get you a little handy from one of them Asians down in goddamn Manhattan in Chinatown. You feel me? That's nuts. And this is why I say it's nuts. Because if you as the wife literally felt like you didn't do anything wrong, you go, yeah, I mean, it was embarrassing, but, like, we really didn't mean anything by it. Like, we're innocent, we're fine. You wouldn't be like, yeah, go out there and get you a fucking hand job. I don't know.
Right.
To me, it sounds a little sus. Like,
I'm with you.
To me, it sounds like you really might have fucked some dudes back in fucking college. You lied to this fucking asshole, and you feel a little guilty, so you're like, let me let him get one. So that if he finds out, I can say, well, I let you get the fucking hand job, So what, I fucked a dude in college. I let you get a hand job 2 weeks ago. It's like, whoa. Akaash's wife is nuts.
Guys, listen.
Hand jobs.
Yeah. You have an absolute permission slip to do this.
Yeah, I think I do.
You know something else that's funny?
What?
Some of your wife's lip gloss is on your ear, which means she ducked the fuck out of a kiss.
In the elevator?
Son, it is.
No, that's when I ducked the kiss.
No.
Oh, that's when you ducked it. That's my boy.
Yeah.
We play no fuck.
Akaash trying to play it off like he ducked the kiss from his... Akaash gets 3 kisses from his wife a year. You think he's ducking one of those? You kidding me?
One of them's on his birthday because that's when she's nice to him.
That's one of the only times. On his birthday, once at Thanksgiving in front of the whole family, and once at Christmas in front of the whole family. On New Year's, that bitch is ducking him at midnight. You know what I mean? She goes, gives him a little teardrop. She goes, came back. I dropped something on the floor. Had to pick it up. Akaash is over there falling down a flight of stairs because he missed her face. She goes, oh, shit. You kidding me right now? You kidding me? She gave him a hall pass for a hand job. Think about that's like, you might as well spit in my goddamn... I'm out there, I'm fucking. I'm going to fuck. You put me through all this goddamn bullshit? I'm going to fuck. And trust me, it ain't going to be at no goddamn Asian rub and tug. I'm going to go out to a goddamn club. I'm going to find a little bad girl. I'm going to go, hey, I'm the guy from this. You know, I'm going to find the hottest chick in the goddamn club and go, I'm the guy from this. I'm going to pick her up. You know? I'm not going to no goddamn Asian rub it. What, to get a hand job from a girl who's giving a hand job to 14 construction workers that day? What are you, fucking high? I want to go through that. Now, listen, this is going to get wild. This is going to get wild. Pay attention to Mark Gagnon. He's not dressed like an art fag for no reason. He's just as freaky as them art fags are.
Fucking game.
Yeah. We back.
That's fun. You didn't tell her you were going to do that shit, huh?
Nope.
Because she was surprised. She's
You
like,
learned.
I shouldn't do that
There
anymore.
you go. Lesson learned.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so she literally said you can just do it, and
Yeah.
she seemed quite serious, like she was remorseful for what you've been put through.
What she put me through.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got to use this now.
Yes.
Let's line up patrons. Let me know a good spot.
Yes.
This is a public episode.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Look at that. Akaash thought this was the paid episode, bro. He's been away from the show that long that he doesn't even realize when they do the Patreons, they turn the lights out and turn the purple lights on. Akaash forgot. He's been too busy getting fucked in goddamn Dubai by his goddamn wife. Look it. And Mark Gagnon over there drinking a bottle of piss.
Hey, public, let me know a good spot. Y'all heard her. It don't matter.
It is. We were talking about this. You didn't say where, right?
Yeah, I think I want to go to a place where it's legal because I assume the women will not be just old and Asian.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nah. I mean, well, what do you want? Do you want the best one or you want the hottest girl?
Yeah, this is actually an
I need that Venn diagram crossover.
You want a girl that's hot enough, but she's incredible at the skill.
Yeah.
Wait, but are you going eyes open or eyes closed?
But it depends.
If they're Asian. Or wait, what was the?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
Wait, what is eyes the whole time? You're blindfolded?
Because I just figured,
You
like, when
fall
I
asleep, you just nut in the bottom of your chin.
when I'm getting a massage,
Yo, Andrew's glasses are fucking thick. Dude, hold up, dude. Look at those things. Hold up. I gotta look at them goddamn frames. Them shit's thicker than a motherfucker, boy. God damn. This guy's got like Benjamin Franklin bifocal, like with this shit's like a coin. You know what I mean? This motherfucker got something thick, like looks like he's got plexiglass frames on the goddamn shit. Those gotta be fake. Those are like some Theo Vaughn specials. You know? Fucking glasses by knockoff.
In the bottom of your chin.
when I'm getting a massage, it's like I'm eyes closed the whole massage, and now it's just an extra part of the
No, they
massage.
turn you over halfway through.
Now I still go eyes closed. I don't open my eyes. You go like this, looking up the whole time.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Psycho.
But also, if a girl's jerking you off, do you look directly into her eyes?
I think it depends on how she looks. Right? If she's attractive, I'm soaking this up.
Do you ask for her attention? Do you like, are you like,
No. You got to focus. I'm looking at you. I'm an Indian guy. I'm good at staring.
Yeah.
so you just laser
that.
beam?
Akaash, there's video of Akaash. He's the type of guy when someone's at comedy shows that he's performing at. If every person in the crowd is not like fucking cackling their ass off, like if someone's just sitting there like this, like just kind of whatever, he'll like single that person out, be like, "Why are you not laughing? Like, what the fuck is going on?" It's like every fucking comedy show. Akaash is totally the type of guy that like if a whore was giving him a hand job and she started looking away, he'd go, "Excuse me, miss. I'm sorry. Are you staring over there? What's happening over there?" He goes, "All the jokes are over here." You know? He goes, I'm the joke. You know? Akaash is crazy.
The side of her head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've heard that the older pros are actually better.
Of course.
You've heard?
I feel like they have less.
We heard this from.
I have a friend who's a connoisseur.
Oh.
He goes on, what is it, Tug Maps, and he knows all the places. He knows all the.
Why you looking?
Excuse me? Do you know a friend who goes on a website called What Maps? Tug Maps is the name of this.
Did you know this existed?
I had no fucking idea. And, like, I'm not going to lie to you. I had forgotten about it. Like, I had forgotten about what the actual website was called up until he just said that. I'm about to put that on, dude. Oh, wait. But if I go on it, and then I look, it's going to have my precise location and start looking at tug maps in my area, and then that's kind of like showing the audience where, you know what I mean? We'll have to look at tug maps on our own time, because tug maps, that's an actual thing. Yeah, look that up. Tell me if that's real. I got to know if that's real. And Mark is talking about this like in that way where he goes, a friend of mine. Ugh. I really hate that I just did that. I'm sorry to the listeners. He's saying that in a way to where he's like, a friend of mine. Motherfucker, that's you. You going on goddamn tug maps. He goes, my friend's a connoisseur.
I feel like they'd have less.
We heard this from.
I have a friend who's a connoisseur.
Oh,
he goes on what is it, tug maps, and he knows all the places. He knows all the.
Why you look at Miles real quick?
He lives in a specific neighborhood because they're closer to the things.
Really?
Closer to the tugs. Yeah.
This is a close friend of mine.
Put us on a group text.
I will.
I like this guy.
You got close?
Do I know him?
No, you don't know him. You might have met him in passing, but I don't think you know him.
He goes to the coffee shop?
Nah.
Damn.
I wish, yo. I'd be there tomorrow morning.
So now Mark has a friend who just fucking goes to all the different tug spots within a certain place of his radius. He's got all the best ones picked out. This is not the kind of, like, you have friends like that? That's fucking wild to me. You looking it up?
Yeah, but it won't let me do it.
Why? Maybe you got to be like in New York or something. It's like a gambling website.
No, it like Spectrum wouldn't let me do it.
Oh, wait. The Spectrum like blocked it? Really?
Yeah, and then I tried to do it like changing the VPN, and it didn't do it either.
Now I really have to type it in. Like, just to get to the page. We don't have to put the location and try. I just want to see what the page. I want to see if it blocks me from going. What was it called?
Tug Maps.
Tug Maps? We got rubmaps.ch, New York City massage parlors. Ooh. Okay. Look at a Reddit fucking search. Somebody put sites like Rub Maps in the fucking subreddit called R Pickup Lines, dude. Really? In r/pickup lines, you fucking gonna ask the question, sites like Rub Maps? Okay. You're supposed to be picking girls up. You're supposed to be asking how to do that, not how to go and enter cheat codes. That's a cheat code. You go to a rub and tug. That's not picking a girl up. That's putting a bitch down, as far as I'm concerned. But
I added the .com when I looked it up.
Okay, let's put a .com-y.
Or maybe I did it like up there at the top.
Look, you got rubmaps.ch, bodyrubsmap.com. This is a site similar to Backpage. You know what Backpage was?
No.
Oh, man. Dude, I worked at this one fucking restaurant on Front Street in Wilmington when I lived there. It was a restaurant called Elijah's. One of the dirtiest restaurants I've ever. Do not eat anything at Elijah's. Let me just tell you that right now. That was one of the worst restaurants I've ever worked at. And not for this particular reason, but I was the whitest thing that worked in the kitchen, and I'm Puerto Rican. It was like nothing but hood fucking black people that I worked with. Not that I minded that necessarily. It was actually very fun. They were like some of the funnest fucking people to hang out with and work with and shit. We went to Black Bike Week in Myrtle Beach together, me and the crew. I wore a do-rag that night, put a shape up on my shit. I swear to God, they made me black for the night. They gave me an honorary pass. Okay? But when I worked at Elijah's, these guys would talk about back pages all the time. It was like a hookup, like type, almost like a escort type website where you could just like get whores. Like a lot of hood rats on back pages, man. You know what I'm saying? So Body Rub Maps is kind of like back pages. We ain't going to that one. It says that right in the description. Bodyrubsmaps.com is site similar to Backpage. We can't do that. Rubmaps.ch. Let's see what wait a minute. Let's close that. We'll talk about that off air. Goodbye. Yeah. So back to the hand jobs. Mark's got a guy who's got a guy who knows where all the best hand jobs are in the city. And you think that this is the craziest goddamn part of the episode. It ain't. I thought the Akaash humiliation ritual and all this shit was bad. Andrew fucking shits his goddamn pants. He's sending it in the goddamn group chat. Did you see this part?
Mm-hmm.
Did you make it this goddamn far?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this shit sent me on a fucking... I'm like, yo, what is going on here? Like, I almost don't even want to play it because I want to, like, move on. But at the same time, I'm like, the world needs to know how big of a scummy bitch Andrew Schultz is. Like, this is disgusting, dude.
For real, man. I like a rough wipe. Like, I want to feel that shit bunch up.
He'll send me wiping memes, and the shit, I don't even understand the joke.
He sent us a picture of him shitting his pants.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Did we not talk about that on the
Yo, what the fuck was that?
Group chat.
What in the ever fuck was that?
All right, so get the picture up.
No, we're not
that
putting
was
the
too
people
much.
through this.
It's like last week.
You crossed the line with that.
Last week at the Cellar, right? Or
That
2
was
weeks ago
HR.
at the Cellar. I come out of, there's a room called the Lounge at the Fat Black Pussycat.
Yeah.
The Lounge. So I come out of that room and I do a signature public fart display.
On
that
stage.
I do.
Opening
no, not
joke.
on stage. I walk out of this door. Now I'm in like this little vestibule with the security guards and everybody like that. Then I walk out and I spread my legs like this. And I do a fart and I go, "Brrr." And then the end it goes, pap pap. And I go, oh, that was weird. Right? And everybody like heard the fart. Some people grossed out, some people laugh, whatever like that. I go on stage.
Everyone was grossed out.
I go on stage and I'm like, ooh, my ass feels cold for some reason. And I'm like, oh no. I must have shit myself with water. And now I'm feeling the water get cold. It's not water.
Yeah.
Well, it's doo-doo at the time. Liquid.
So now Andrew's just got done doing like a full comedy set on stage. He's got shit in and or around his pants. This is right here. You have to just jump off the stage. You have to jump off the building. You have to like go to the top of the building and jump off. As far as I'm concerned, you leave in the middle of the set, right? I go, yo, I got an emergency, y'all. This is the show must go on. In every case but shitting your pants, the show must go on. Shitting your pants, the show must not go on. I'm sorry. What if this was a porno shoot? You're going to shit your pants and the show's going to go on? No?
No.
What if this was a Shakespearean play? That one the show might go on. I'm not going to lie. Shakespeare, like shit like that, Broadway, they get fucking crazy over there. They go, I don't care how many times you shit your pants. The show must go on. They like whip you backstage. You fucking bitch. It's like some skinny fucking college girl. It's like Akaash's wife. She's like, I'm sorry. Like, ah. So Andrew shits his pants. He's on stage, right? Let's see where this goes.
Liquid.
It turns into water later.
No, it turned into more of like
The
an acrylic
worst.
paint.
Jeez.
I go downstairs before my next spot. It was at the VU, the Village Underground. And I go to the bathroom. I take off my jeans. I take off my underwear. And there's just like a paste of shit, like a Bob Ross.
Oh,
I can't even
no.
see that shit.
Yeah.
Turn
Like,
that off.
When you put that in a group, I was like, nah, this is too much.
This is my challengers.
Like, this is bad.
We will be skipping. I'm not watching. Look at it was like
I
a
didn't-
crazy
I didn't
color.
see it.
Dude, they blurred it. They blurred the image.
But I didn't
But
see it
you
when I
could
watched
see
it
the
either.
color of it, and it's like fucking neon yellow or something. It's like crazy. This guy was on stage with like toxic ooze dripping out of his ass, and he's like just doing a comedy set, like I'm Andrew Schultz. I'm the biggest rat in New York City. His fucking on stage is like a giant rat trap. You know, it's like a giant mouse trap. It's like his set prop.
Look to it.
Look,
Yeah.
the
Get it off.
zoom in was unnecessary. The zoom in was a lot.
So I just threw those underwear in the garbage in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then I just kept on doing my shows like a real soldier.
You about to throw up.
yeah,
Motherfucker
actually, it
throwing
was
up.
like, this is pulling on my Adam's apple. And I felt,
Wait a minute. What would you do if you were in my situation?
You have to do that. No,
Not
we
tell
had this
anyone.
you weren't here.
Go
We had this
home.
conversation.
take it off.
On
Please.
Patreon, I was like, I almost shit my pants right before I got on stage, and luckily I checked my boxers and they were fine. But I was like, you have to bring an extra pair every time you go on stage.
Yeah.
That needs to be part of my rider.
But you wouldn't text it to the fucking group.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, we don't.
Why
need
would
to
I
see
share
it.
that, Michelle? Why would I share that, Michelle? It's a funny thing. You poop your pants a little bit. You want to share that?
But you can tell us. We don't need to see
Can
it.
I be honest?
I'm taking that to the grave. I'm taking that to the grave. It ain't the shit in your pants that you should be worried about. It's the texting it to the group chat. It's the throwing them in the garbage and just going and doing like 4 more comedy shows with a sweaty, shitty ass all in and or around your pants. You know, this is wild. And he's got the disgusted look on his face as if we're all fucking crazy. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not the one shitting my goddamn britches. You know, it's like, what the fuck?
You
That's too
having like
intimate.
girls on a group chat makes me hesitant to throw shit out there.
Good. That's probably for the best.
It does. Like out of
That's the
respect
best.
for the girls here, like
Probably
we
for
have
the best.
girls that work with us, and I feel uncomfortable sending a picture of shit in my drawers to you guys.
Yeah, that's probably
Where
for
if
the
it
best.
was literally the 4 or 5 of us in this room, 6 of us.
You'd have
Sorry,
brought it
Joey.
into the studio.
I would have definitely shared it.
Yeah. It has
You still
to.
shared it.
Yeah, you still, yeah.
But I did it like out of spite of myself.
I can see you
Yeah,
trying
the
to,
images are so good.
you were trying to bring joy to the group chat.
So now there was girls in that group chat where he sent that. Is that like sexual assault?
No, I think he didn't send it into that.
No, he said he did because they were like, you sent it anyway. And he's like, yeah, but I was sending it in spite of myself. Is that sexual assault to send a picture of your shitty drawers in the work group chat? I mean, that's got to be like an HR violation, right? Come
They
on
have
now.
HR.
Probably not, but that's a lawsuit. That's what you get HR for, is to avoid them, you know? You get HR when your company's big enough to where you go, let's create a department to where they think that this is for the employees, but really it's to mediate so that the employees don't sue us. And then when we get HR records of those employees, we will fire them as soon as we possibly can. You know, it's like what HR really exists for, in my opinion. Allegedly.
You're like, you know, we've been through a lot
Getting
this week.
images.
Yeah, I wanted to lighten the load.
Let me cheer everyone up. You know?
Oh man, yo, the emotional swing of farting that turns into a shit is one of the funniest things in the world.
Son, the
Because you're so
sounds-
happy farting,
the sound
and then the
sent a-
second it turns
It
to
sent a
shit.
chill down my
It's-
spine.
yeah.
The sound, it went, "Brah," it was a normal fart, and then the end it went, pap, pap. And I was like, I never farted pap, pap.
I remember the first time I sharted, I was trying to fart and like brag and like be funny about it, and then when I shit, the horror. What just happened?
This is unrefined.
Oh my god,
we
dude.
shouldn't be speaking like this.
Oh god.
I mean, yeah, you're right, you know? Shouldn't be sharing these things with you.
Yeah.
Did a whole
Mark's trying to drink his bottle of piss, and he's like, guys, come on. You're grossing me out. He's got like a huge bottle of piss.
full set shit on my ass.
All right. So, how was your Thanksgiving, though?
Man, you want to see some shit?
Whole Thanksgiving, shit on his ass.
I didn't send this to the group yet.
How
right?
long until you showered when you went home?
I ain't showered. I got right into bed.
Nah, you're lying.
I got right into bed.
You're
I
lying.
wiped.
Bro.
I got right into bed. My wife doesn't even know. My wife found my jeans in the morning and had shit right through the fucking jeans.
Bro, so what the Yo, that's bad right there.
Yeah.
You have to everybody at Flagrants needs to get divorced. Akaash needs to divorce his wife. Andrew's wife needs to divorce him. You know? Al and fucking Mark need to get a divorce because they gotta be fucking. Behind the scenes, they gotta be fucking. Those two. Ain't no way they ain't. You see Mark in his goddamn socks.
Somehow the dude who passed through the barrier, there was a membrane that it passed directly through, and there was a shit stain on
That's
the inside
osmosis.
of the
It's
jeans.
the liquid that goes through to the other
Exactly.
side. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So, the less molecular
yeah,
side.
I don't even like Mark's fucking posture. You're gonna judge me. You're gonna judge me.
Yeah, dude. Mark's posture looking awfully crazy. Sus for a guy drinking a bottle of piss. You know? So let's give it up for Flagrant. Excuse me? There we go. It's like, hey, yo, I need the goddamn claps. You were about to have to goddamn clap with me. You know, Steven Crowder and Nick Fuentes. You know, I'd be getting down to some Steven Crowder and Nick Fuentes. We may or may not get to that. We need to get to H3, if anything. This H3 was a little bit weird, dude. Ethan Klein suing the world. You know much about this Ethan Klein situation? You don't know too much about this Ethan Klein situation, do you? Let me give you a little refresher. All right. So Ethan, this stems like from a different issue of Ethan's. This suing these girls and stuff like that. So Ethan used to do this show called like Leftovers, right? It was him and this other streamer named Hassan Piker. Mm-hmm. And they had fallen out with each other because Hassan was a very pro-Palestine guy, shitting on Israel and stuff. Ethan's wife's Israeli. So Ethan's like, come on, man. You can't shit on Israel like that. It's like my wife's uncle. Benjamin Netanyahu's like my wife's uncle, man. Calm down. So they have a falling out. They don't do the show anymore. As Hassan progresses in this pro-Palestine bullshit, Ethan just gets like obsessed with them. It was a point to where Ethan was covering Hassan like nonstop for like a year, to where they should have been. The episodes would be titled certain things. The thumbnails would be designed in a certain way to where they were like, we're talking about this. Somehow they talk about Hassan. You know, the entire episode. People were getting sick of it. So it gets to a point to where Ethan goes, I'm going to drop this content nuke about Hassan, right? I'm going to make this video and I'm going to encapsulate all the shitty things that Hassan does, all the hypocrisies that I could find of him, any way that I could make him look bad, essentially. And that's what I'm going to put together. This video is going to ruin Hassan's career. He called it the content nuke. He actually felt that good about it. He worked on this thing for like 4 months, right? Posted the video. Yeah, it got some numbers and shit. Hassan's still streaming to this day. Didn't do anything. Aside from made Ethan some money from people watching it, right? Hassan, to Hassan's credit, I hate that I have to say this, but to Hassan's credit, he reacted to it in a very mature way by not watching it. He didn't give a fuck. He was like, I'm not watching it. I don't give two shits. I'm going to keep doing my thing. Ethan can cry about it, whatever. Then Ethan obsessed about the fact that Hassan wouldn't watch it. He every day screaming, why doesn't he watch it? Why it's not fair. Why won't he watch it? It's like, dude, why was he? You made the thing shitting on the guy. I think he has the right not to watch it if he doesn't want to, right? It's like, what the fuck? So then people start watching it just to kind of like, this is the zeitgeist of the internet, right? So they go, oh, let's watch it so that we could shit on either Ethan or Hassan or whoever. So people watch it. These 3 creators, these 3 streamers, one all females, one named Frogan, one named Caseytron, and one named Denims. They, all 3 of them watch it, but where they differed apparently than other people was they said, fuck Ethan, don't watch his fucking shit. Watch it on our streams and whatever. You know, Ethan goes to sue the balls off of him, right? Now, it was my speculation that the reason why Ethan was so obsessive about the fact that Hassan didn't watch it was that he made the video and in hopes that Hassan would watch it on his stream so that he could potentially sue Hassan for copyright infringement and have some sort of way to either like drag Hassan through a lengthy court case or end up getting a bunch of money out of him for doing so.
Yeah.
But Hassan never watched the full video. So these 3 girls did, and yeah, they said that, but people say a lot of shit online, right? Ethan lost nothing out of it. Trust me. Ethan's audience is still the same number. He still made the same amount of money. It's like he didn't lose nothing. But he went out of his way to sue the balls off of all 3 of those creators. All of them being way smaller than him. A lot smaller. They were either creators that always were smaller than Ethan or creators that were big and have fallen off so far that they're no longer anywhere near as big as Ethan is. So they don't make nearly as much money for him to be going through these lengthy lawsuits like this. Ethan's getting sued every other fucking month. He's got enough money to take care of it. He'll be fine. So a lot of people talked a lot of shit about the fact that he was even suing these three, right? Now, one of them, named Casey Tron, just got done going through her court-ordered mediation with Ethan and his lawyers. Come to find out, what a part of the settlement was they making this bitch drop a goddamn apology video on a live stream. Now, wait until you see this goddamn apology video. I want to start with when they hear the news that she finally dropped the video. Because as soon as they started this live stream, look at Ethan over here, dressed like Dwight Schrute. So you know that something important is about to happen. Okay? Looking like the motherfucker from The Office.
He does.
Something important is about to happen this stream. He's been talking about it. He goes, guys, we got something big. It's happening later. I promise we're going to enjoy it. Later, we're all going to watch. We're going to have fun. He's talking about the Casey Tron apology. Right? Now watch how big of a deal they make this. Well, not how big of a deal, but look at how faggy they are about announcing this news to Ethan. Watch this.
That it said, if this is about Alberta, the province in Canada, not AB, the crew member. So
good.
Go ahead.
So now AB goes over and whispers in his ear, as if he's like, and Ethan's about to make this joke, as if he's the president. He like goes and whispers in his ear, goes, Casey Tron is on the line. Can I connect you? Casey Tron is on the line. She wants to apologize, Ethan. Look at that one more time.
Yeah, go ahead. The second tower, he just whispered, we're under attack, sir.
Not a bad joke, I'm not going to lie. I kind of like that joke. To throw a George Bush in there, you go, the second tower's under attack, sir.
Do we need to evacuate?
It's happened.
Code alert?
It's happened. So, Casey Tron, bless her soul. What?
Live stream, apparently. And we'll be up in 5 minutes.
That music is fucking powerful, dude. That music's powerful. They got word of Casey Tron. They put on the fucking music. They went, whoa, bro. She dropped a live stream. And it's funny. They go to jump right into it. Well, they never jump right into anything. Ethan does like a couple ticks. He goes into the microphone. He says a call. He gets sidetracked for a couple minutes. And then he tries to go right into it, right? And by the time they get to it, they realize, oh, Casey Tron, she put a 5-minute timer on. She put a 5-minute weight room timer on it. So they can't get right into it. They go, oh, what's happening? It hasn't started yet. It's like 3 minutes, 2:59, 2:58, 2:57. And they're like, oh, man, we guess we got to come back. I don't know. You know, it's like so funny. So now, look, they finally get to the video. Look at the 59-second mark. Look, they hit Ethan with the guy. Look, she hit Ethan with a weight room. I like that. That was probably like her last line of like any kind of resistance on this whole thing. She goes, yeah, I'll put it out at 12 o'clock, but I'm going to put a 5-minute waiter on it. You know? Still counts as 12 because that's the time I said I would post it. Sorry, Ethan. Look at this. The way they relish about having this video, the way Ethan like relishes in the whole thing. And then he tries to mask it up by going, guys, we already won, so, like, don't go, like, bullying Casey Tron or anything like that, right? You know, it's like, we love Casey Tron. We love her. And then he goes, now watch, we're going to watch her apologize here on the show. He goes, isn't this funny? We can watch her apologize. An apology that was probably word for word written by Ethan's lawyers. Like, hey, you going to say this or we're going to sue the balls off of you again.
We should just let it play for you guys, right? And we can go back and enjoy certain moments of it. Or, I mean, not enjoy, because certainly that's not the right word to say, but to appreciate. Dan, don't rush me. Should I play it? Okay, Dan wants me to play it. All right, we'll start it over because, you know.
We're waiting.
And by stating I take responsibility for infringing the content.
By the way, I do not want to see any negative. I don't want to see people being rude to her. I genuinely have forgiven her. I'm moving on, and it's water under the bridge. I don't want to see anybody being. I'm being dead serious. No, let's not be nasty to her, guys. This is it. Okay, it's over. We won. That's it. We won, right? So let's just move on
and enjoy this video of her apologizing like a fucking hostage. She looks like she's like in a fucking cave. ISIS has her in a goddamn cave.
Thank her. Thank you.
For infringing
I'm being
the
dead
content.
serious. Please do not.
The lawsuit was not frivolous. When I said the lawsuit was frivolous and based on misogyny, it was to garner sympathy, protect my own reputation, and retaliate against the clients. This lawsuit has given me a greater understanding of copyright protection, people's copyrights, and the importance of protecting copyrights in the online content creation community. It is important for the entire content creation community to respect the intellectual property rights of other creators.
And look at Ethan fucking in the corner. He's going, there you go. She said that part. He's like mouthing the words. He's like, you know, when like somebody knows like the thing word for word, he goes, yeah, make sure you said that. Yeah. Okay, she hit that part. He goes, yep. The lawyers are watching. They're going, all right, good. That's good. They go, they check that one. They go, she got that point. We want to make sure she reads this word for word. If this bitch misses even one word, I bet Ethan's lawyers are ready to fucking throw a subpoena at her or some shit like that. Hit her with a habeas corpus. You know what I mean? Like some sort of something, dude.
And I will adhere to the lessons I've learned throughout this process going forward. I also want to make clear that I did not receive any support, financial or otherwise, from Hassan Piker. Hassan never even reached out to me privately to offer words of support. Speaking honestly, I found his indifference.
Now, you caught that part, right? The Hassan Piker part? She goes, I want to especially talk about Hassan Piker, who offered no support. She's about to like say this whole spiel about Hassan trying to make it look like he was going to offer support and didn't, never reached out to her, blah, blah, blah. And so this is like Hassan's people, apparently, you know? Right? Anyone who's against Ethan, they're Hassan's people. But it's like very weird to me that this girl, I don't know much about Casey Tron, right? I don't watch her a whole lot or anything like that. But what I do know is that if there were videos of her talking shit about Hassan prior to this, those would be showing up on Twitter. Those types of things would be showing up in my feed because Hassan clips show up in my feed. Ethan clips show up in my feed. You know, when Casey Tron, Denims, Frogan, when they're talking about Ethan, those clips show up in my feed on Twitter.
Right.
So if she was talking shit about like any other thing that Casey Tron's doing that's not involving Ethan or Hassan, I have no idea. They don't show up in my feed. I don't follow her. But because of the relativity, when those things do happen, I see them. I'm not saying that I'm like the end-all be-all source or anything, but I'm saying I just find it unlikely that she was making these criticisms prior to this apology video. This hostage video, if I say so myself. As soon as this thing is over, some guy in Hamas is gonna fucking bang, just blast her ass.
Process going forward. I also want to make clear that I did not receive any support, financial or otherwise, from Hassan Piker. Hassan never even reached out to me privately to offer words of support. Speaking honestly, I found his indifference to my suffering hurtful, especially after he hinted he might help me behind the scenes. It felt like he wanted to receive credit from the public for him helping me without providing any. As to the GoFundMe money, to the extent there are any remaining funds after I pay my attorney's fees, I have agreed to pay the remaining funds to the clients. The funds will not go to anyone else, including Denims or Frogan, to defend their lawsuits. For the record, I have agreed to cooperate with the clients in their litigation against the H.
Ooh, that's big money. Yo, dude, so this girl hit a GoFundMe, right? Because Ethan, dude, between the Teddy Fresh, the clothing company, Ethan's doing these live streams like 3 times a week. Like, 30,000 people, super chats out the ass. Like, this guy's making good, right? I want to say he probably has a net worth of somewhere between like 20 and $50 million. Like, if I honestly had to guess. And let's say it's lower than 20 million. 10, 15? Still pretty rich, if you ask me. I don't think any of these streamers are millionaires. This girl doesn't strike me as a millionaire. She wouldn't be doing an apology video in a place like this if she was a goddamn millionaire, I'll tell you that. So, you know, this girl, as soon as she gets this lawsuit, she throws a GoFundMe up. Dude, all the way up until this point, Ethan was going, keep filling the GoFundMe. Keep filling it. Because my fucking Jew lawyers, they're going to fucking rape the shit out of it. The second that we hit court, we're going to take all that money. He would like preemptively say that. He would go, thank you to all the people that donated. He goes, thank you all. I appreciate your kindness, because the money will inevitably end up in my pocket. Right? Now, you think this girl wrote that? You think she wanted to say that? No. Sounds
way.
like a legally binding statement, if you ask me, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to just out myself and go, hey, I have to do this with the GoFundMe money. I have to. Like, that's something that I would just do because the court is telling me I have to do it and just move on with my life. I wouldn't even want to make that public. It's very embarrassing. This whole thing is very embarrassing. And Ethan Klein wants you to enjoy it. This is the same guy.
I'd be a pedophile for 20 million.
He wants you to enjoy it, this guy. You know, obviously that soundbite is out of context. I am a truth teller like Nick Fuentes. I like to use it because it's funny.
For the record, I have agreed to cooperate with the clients in their litigation against the H3 Snark mods for promoting my live stream to the extent that I am able. I will offer my support, including testifying under oath to everything I have just stated, to help their cause. I also want to take the opportunity to acknowledge other misconduct and bad behavior I have exhibited online. For example, weaponizing the death of Asmongold's mother was inexcusable. I should know better because I have 3 disabled people that rely on me. Moving forward, I will do better. I also want to apologize to the crew of the H3 podcast, particularly AB and Olivia.
Yeah.
I apologize for calling them cowards for not quitting their jobs. That was a shameful attack on 2 people who deeply care about Palestine and Palestinian people. AB, along with his wife Lena, have done more than I have ever done for the Palestinian people, including raising over $100,000 in charity.
What does this even have to do with like Ethan's litigate? Like, this is so clearly a statement that was written up by Ethan and his fucking lawyers. That's like, this isn't even funny like anymore. This isn't even like to even be Ethan and sit there and like laugh at this is crazy. To like enjoy this. Look at Ethan's face right here. Watch when I zoom in on this. Look at this. No, the guy's got to see this. Look at him looking at the crew. Like, guys, I wrote that one in for you guys. He goes, "You see that? See what your boss does? See how powerful I am? I take care of you guys like that. I didn't have to do that. I will be docking each one of your paychecks because I made sure that I had to pay the lawyers extra to have them write that statement in that legally binding lawyer jargon."
I recognize that they have actually made Palestinian lives better, and my online antagonism and trolling has not.
Yeah.
I apologize to Ethan and Gila personally. I have said extremely mean and cruel things about both of them, particularly my misogynistic attacks against Gila that never should have been said. I also want to acknowledge the pervasive problem of anti-Semitism in leftist spaces. It should concern all of us. I condemn it and will not participate in it. To that end, I wish the clients success in enforcing TED Entertainment's copyright and protecting the legal rights of online content creators.
Looks over at the fucking Hamas victim or the Hamas terrorist that's fucking about to Hamas. Let's be real. It's Israel, bro. Israel's got this girl hostage clearly, dude. Look at this.
Rights of online content creators.
Looks over at Ethan's lawyer sitting there like this. He goes, yeah. Now turn the camera off. Go ahead. Okay. Now hit send. You know, Ethan's lawyer's over there fucking ready. He goes, I will sign this and give it to the judge if you don't do that. It is another lawsuit. It will cost you millions of dollars. It will bankrupt you and your family. Look at that. Ethan, I want to hear Ethan's words after this. What do you got to say about this, Ethan?
Just sit on that for a sec.
Sit on it. Sit on it. Let's all be nice to Casey Tron, guys. Don't go rubbing this in her face. We already won, guys. Let's be nice to her. Sit on it. Look, a smash cut to this. End the video. Sit on that. Sit on that. Relish in those. Let it bask in you for a little bit. Sit on it for a little bit. Ethan, he goes, you smell that? Like, you know what I mean? Ethan's like real into this fucking Casey Tron shit right now.
Check my phone here. Just sit on that. You know, just we'll look at it. You know, it's just.
He wants to. He's looking at
sit
the
on it.
phone. He's like looking
What
to
is-
make sure he gets the messages from his lawyers. All his lawyers send him thumbs up, just thumbs up emojis. They all go bing, 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 bing. There's like 25 lawyers. They all go, yep, thumbs up. It's all good, Ethan. He goes, good. That one statement cost me $250,000. So I wanted to make sure that we all, you know, were in agreement.
What a heartfelt. I mean, like genuinely, and I'm gonna say something. Casey Tron, we've said it continually throughout this. You are extraordinarily funny.
No, you didn't.
And a very talented person. And I wish you all the best in the future, in your future endeavors. And I know you will continue to make people laugh, and to and to continue to bring joy to people in that regard. I do. I think you are extremely funny and very clever. So, and I accept your apology. I do. And I appreciate all the sincerity and just all the specific. A lot of the stuff in there was really, I think, warranted, and I'm glad that she's, you know, come to terms with a lot of it, and I appreciate it. I really think she's turned a new leaf. I do.
Oh, okay.
Now let's watch it.
Now he's gonna go back and watch it and pause it like I did and and do commentary. This will be the third time that he's watched it when he does this. I started to get sleepy. Well, we gotta finish this episode.
Yeah.
We gotta give the 32 people what they want. You know, there's only gonna be like 32 people max that watch this. Look at the face of this lunatic. He looks like, you ever see those claymation of that British guy and his dog?
Yeah.
And they have a crazy mouth like that. Doesn't he look like that a little bit?
A little bit, yes.
What was that guy's name? Like Halbert and the dog or some shit? I don't know. Something
Yeah,
stupid.
I can see the picture of it, but I don't know.
Now, look, we're going to end this What's Eating Ethan Klein segment on this. I told you, dude. This guy, he goes, how sincere she was being. How genuine. You know what? I'm going to go and say it. She's talented. She's awesome. Dude, when this was first going on, Ethan brings up Casey Tron. He goes, she's a fucking pig. She's a fucking scumbag. It's just, well, what a fucking loser, idiot, fucking stupid. You know how he does that? You ever see him have his little, like, fits? He goes, idiot, loser, fucking moron, stupid. He says, like, 4 insults in a row, thinking that he's, like, winning, and he's talking to, like, a TV screen, you know? As if it's, like, the person sitting right in front of him. Okay. You know? This guy goes from that, he goes, let's all be nice, you know, we won, right? To now thanking the same, these are all the donors in Casey Tron's GoFundMe page. That to me sounds like you kicking a person when they're down. You saying, let's all get past this. We won. Let's not really, you know, rub it in her face. Let's not be mean to her online anymore. But let me thank all these people that donated to her to try to win this case against me to rub it in her face. Hold on.
Gobi likes what he sees. Either way, a dollar's a dollar, and I want to thank you both equally for, especially Anissa, though, who obviously runs the finances in the situation. Also want to thank cruel world, happy mind, Madison, who was just popped in graciously right before the settlement to donate $100. Frankly, I think you owe me a lot more than that based on the damages you've done. But a gesture is a gesture, and I appreciate it. And I thank you, Madison, for being so kind and thoughtful in that regard.
You have a fan in the chat from Uruguay.
Okay.
And they said that info is wrong. I asked them what's.
That's good shit right there. Let's give it up for Ethan Klein. Hey, they gonna do this again? I need claps. We gotta give it up for Ethan Klein. There we go. I like that. I like now that the claps are back. You know, gotta give it up for Mr. Petty Klein. Another one. Look, I think I might have hit that like 4 times. Imagine it just keeps playing for the rest of the show. It just goes and goes and goes. All right, so you want to call it a night, or you want to do a little Nick Fuente?
I feel like we have to do Nick.
We got to do a smidge of Nick. We only have a little bit of Nick. It's just a touch of Nick. Like I said earlier, it's like a little taste of Nick. You know, Nick is making his big generational run right now. This is what he keeps saying. This is his big generational run. This is his push. You know, this guy did Tucker Carlson recently. You know, he just did Bradley Martin again for the second time. I love me a good Bradley Martin. Something about Bradley Martin's podcast, I love it. You know, I watch it with enjoyment. I go, Bradley's a shit. You know, he's all buff. You know, Bradley Martin can jump out of a pool.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, he's that ripped in the legs. You know, unlike Joe Rogan.
He's like a frog.
He's like a frog. He can jump out of a pool. He's crazy.
Actually, frogs can't jump out either.
No, frogs are stupid. They're not like Bradley Martin. And you know, Nick did that show recently. Recently, he just did fucking Louder with Crowder. Steven Crowder's fucking show. That guy, Jesus Christ. But what I like to share when we talk about Nick are the super chats and stuff like that, right? But before, actually, no, we're going to start with the Crowder. We're going to start with the Louder with the Crowder. All right? This is Nick Fuentes on the Chowder with the Crowder. The Steven Chowder. You know? That's his name. Steven Chowder.
Some soup.
He's a Jew. I mean, no, he's not a Jew. Nick wouldn't talk to him if he... No, I'm kidding. All right, let's see what's happening with the Louder with the Crowder. You know, what do you guys got for me?
Right now, you've got big hands. No. You have notoriety right now, my friend. You just go.
I forgot about this time code. Okay, look. So now this is what I named this time code. Will Nick drink from the cup? This is something that we've all seen. If you've watched Nick, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The AF cup, the America First mug. You know it. You love it. It's always on Nick's desk. He's always picking it up. Sometimes he waves it around. You never see liquid flying out of it. There is never any liquid in that goddamn cup. You cannot convince me otherwise. But when I got to this point of this fucking interview with Steven Crowder, I started to notice he's picking up that cup an awful lot right now. I go, is he going to hit us with a punt fake? I don't know. Because he does he goes... You know, he does a couple of those when he goes, like, he's going to drink it, and then he puts it back down, and he goes, oh, I'm actually going to say something. Again, it's like, no, shut the fuck up and take the sip. Okay?
Do some live shows. They'll be throwing themselves at you, but still maintain that virtue. You know, you have to learn to swat them away. Don't stare into that abyss.
Oh.
You're right. But, no, that's what they'll do. They'll go, oh, this is, that's not true. You're not an incel. Not at this point. You choose. You're a choose cell.
A vol cell. I'm Rizla.
Look, that's off. See what I'm saying? He just takes it. He goes, you know what? I will say something. He turns the cup upside down. No liquid. This thing is practically like if there was anything in there, why would you fucking throw the cup forward like that? He's like, you know what, Steven? You make a good point. He's like fucking slinging the fucking cup at him. What are you doing? This guy. I love that. He's like 3 times he made you think he was going to drink the cup. He goes, nope, I don't think so.
You're right. But no, that's what they'll do. They'll go, oh, this is, that's not true. You're not an incel. Not at this point. You choose. You're a choose cell.
A vol cell. I'm Rizless. I have no Riz.
Puts it fully down now. And now they're just, all they're talking about is the fact that Nick don't want no woman. Like, Steve is like, surely now you're rich, you're famous, you know, you're making a generational run. He goes, somebody's going to fuck you, you know. And Nick's like, nah, man, I don't got no riz, man. I just hang out in the basement. I just chill in my dope-ass house in Chicago, you know, and not drinking coffee ever in a coffee mug. I don't never drink coffee.
Steven.
Okay. All right.
And I won't do it. I won't do the playful banter. I won't.
You won't? All right, I got it. Well, I don't know what I've learned about drip, so neither one of us is wearing a whole lot of drip, but you seem to have a nice watch.
Thanks.
This is the other one that people have talked about. I think it's is this the one with Destiny? I don't know. I put these because they're each like a few seconds. So I'll just play it because people go, ask them about this, and then you can clarify. Again, I assume all of these
You better not cut to another fucking goddamn clip. They're going to cut to a goddamn clip. You better not cut to no goddamn clip before he takes a sip out of that guy. And look at Crowder with the same. Crowder's got 14 fucking empty mugs on the fucking goddamn desk. We're sitting there wondering if Nick's going to drink out of his. It's like, what are you doing? Every single one of these is fucking empty as shit.
I'd be remiss if I didn't bring it up because
Wow, you did it, dude. He got the cup. Dude, Nick is drinking the cup. Look at him. And then another priceless freeze frame on Nick. He drinks the cup like a zombie. While he's sipping the cup, he's like rolling his eyes. He looks like he's about to fucking wake up from a zombie slumber. I got it. I wish I could see that in slow-mo. Can you do slow-mo on Rumble? Do we have slow-mo? We have slow-mo. Let's do half the speed. Can we do half the speed on that? I want to see that.
Nice watch.
Okay, wait. No volume. If we're gonna do slow-mo, no volume. I cannot listen to Steven Crowder talk at half fucking speed. I can't. Look at him. Ready? Look, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Look. Oh. Licks his lips real quick. Oh. Steven's like, yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a girl who's gonna fuck you, Nick. I just know it, man. I know tons of sluts, man. He's like, Christian sluts, dude. They'll fuck you and they'll say prayers with you afterwards, Nick. And they just throw themselves at you. It's not even that big of a deal. Nick's over there, yeah, sluts, yeah, nice. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna hang out in my basement. Yeah, one more. Nick, let's get a sip. Let's get a sip,
It's
Nick.
moving.
Let's get a sip. Whoa! He does it! And he makes it seem like he's drinking so much liquid in that fucking cup. Ain't not a shred of no goddamn liquid in that motherfucking cup. I'll tell you that right goddamn now. Not the way he was fucking.
Nope.
Dude, he was like moving the cup around as if he was like fencing. He's like like that with the. I'm like, yo, calm down, dude. He's like, yeah, that's so funny, Steven. Don't you think that's funny? It's like there's nothing in the cup. Calm down. He's sitting there going, as if he's drinking like the last drops of water that would fucking ever. It's like nothing's in the cup, bro. We know there's dust. And he's getting dust all on his lips. Look at this guy. We gotta unmute it. Did I unmute it? Oh, I did. One more time, I gotta see that sip in real time.
Well, ask him about this, and then you can clarify. Again, I assume all of these are in jest. I'd be remiss if I didn't bring it up because then people are like, I can't believe you let him get away with it. All right, roll that.
How was that sip, Nick? Was it good? Nick's like, he goes, that was the greatest sip ever. He goes, oh, he's good. I can't do Chinese. Look at Nick. Nick is so good at pretending to drink.
Okay.
He goes, that was so good. How do you like your coffee, Nick? And don't say black. Do not say black. I swear to God, Nick. Let's give it up for Nick. Fine. You saw it. You seen it. You know it. You love it. The America First mug. He actually drinks out of it from time to time. There's nothing in it. But he does drink out of it from time to time. I wanted to share that with you guys. And then I wanted to show you this one last super chat. We'll call this an episode. I actually shouldn't have shut that. to be honest. So I'm gonna have to go right back to Rumble to get back to Nick's page, just so I could get to this next one. I gotta see this super chat over here. Was the Trump doctrine revealed? Of course, as every episode of America First starts with 4 hours of like a video playlist. And it's just like Donald Trump, who apparently Nick hates. It's like every fucking like image in his playlist is all Donald Trump. And Nick goes, Trump's a fucking fat fuck. We're going to have to drag him in front of Congress because of the Epstein files. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, dude. Calm the fuck down. Yeah, and then the end of every episode, it's Trump going, America First will be our credo. It's like all just America, Trump's voice and shit at the end of the year. You're falling asleep. It's like Trump like, oh, America First. You're like, oh, shit. I didn't know. I didn't know I invited Trump to the party. So we're going to go. I just wanted to share this one time code had me so funny. It was 4 hours. What are we at? 4 hours, 8 minutes, and 12 seconds, right? We could go 4 hours, 8 minutes. Let's see. As my favorite part of every episode of America First is the super chats. I love me a good Nick Fuentes super chat, And lately, because of his generational push, he's getting a lot of girls in that super chat. I think this is what Crowder's talking about. Crowder goes, I'm watching, bro. He goes, you got 15-year-old black girls offering you buckets of fried chicken in that motherfucker. I seen the shit. You should be out there fucking and sucking and chucking with the chicken and, Crowder's like, I love me a good underage bitch. Allegedly. Crowder said that, not me. I didn't say that. Steven Crowder said that. Allegedly.
Using the technical definition of commodity, what I mean is that it's a scarce resource. It involves labor, it involves capital, it involves things that are scarce. I didn't mean it's a literal commodity. Thank you, though. I appreciate
Sherry
that.
Osco sent $20. Nick Fuentes, this is a formal complaint because I have not known peace since you entered my mind. I dream of you like a recurring Netflix cameo. You pop into my thoughts while I do dishes or homework. It feels like cursed destiny. My heart waits in restless longing, aching for even the smallest hint of your touch. I yearn.
Dude, so now there's a lot wrong with this super chat, right? Every girl that is sending super chats to this guy is underage, whether they say they are or not. Like this girl goes, you pop into my thoughts while I do dishes or homework. Okay, that don't sound, and I'll tell you why I think she's underage. Because ain't no college fucking bitch doing no goddamn dishes, bro. You go to a college girl's house, it's dishes in the bathtub and shit. And it's like, ain't not a wash dish in that. It looks like my house. I do my dishes at the last minute. I wait until I have like one fork left. And then I do my dishes. I've always been like that. I hate doing dishes, right? It's like that. Now, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not a slob. They stay in the sink. You go to a college kid's house, you open like cabinets and drawers, there's like dirty dishes all over the place. You're like, whoa, what's happening here? So this girl clearly is underage. She has to do the dishes because it's her chore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
100%.
And she just fucking sniped she fucking cash apped herself a nice 20 out of her mom's account so that she could send Nick a hot one. Hey, Nick. I haven't known peace, Nick. You're all I think about. All 144 pounds of you. I can't stop. You're literally a child. I can't stop thinking about you, Nick. Hold me. Imagine that guy holding you. You like, and it's like it feels like a scarecrow, like holding you or something, like straw. Nick, a small guy.
Complaint because I have not known peace since you entered my mind. I dream of you like a recurring Netflix cameo. You pop into my thoughts while I do dishes or homework. It feels like cursed destiny. My heart waits in restless longing, aching for even the smallest hint of your touch. I yearn.
His face, dude.
Don't yearn. Please do not yearn. Who said I yearned? I know.
Don't yearn. Please, who said I yearn? The way he got like so discombobulated off of that. And look at it. Another freeze frame. Another perfect freeze frame from Nick. He's so fat. This life is going to ruin him. This life is going to ruin this guy. It's going to destroy him. There's this one saying from like this author. I think it might be like Thoreau or something like that. It's like find what you love and let it destroy you. right? This is Nick is he from the inside out. He is getting demolished off of these super chats. Every single one of them is like a hit to his soul. That he goes, I'm really doing this right now. Like he goes, I'm seriously fucking doing this right now. Listening to this shit, listening to underage girls talk about how much they think about me and shit like that. It's like, I'm really doing this. Every single person thinks they know me.
My thoughts while I do dishes.
He's like the Slim Shady of fucking political commentators. You know when Slim had to write those songs, he goes, don't come to me when I'm fucking taking a piss. I'm not the nice guy, you know? Don't come ask me for autographs and none of that shit. And he was writing those songs, Eminem. Nick is the same. Nick's like, I hate my fucking fans. You know, Nick is like, come on. When he's reading it halfway through, you see his mouth. He goes, with his bottom lip, he goes, like it's crazy.
Scarce. I didn't mean it's a literal commodity. Thank you, though. I appreciate
Sherry
that.
Osbo sent $20. Nick Fuentes, this is a formal complaint because I have not known peace since you entered my mind. I dream of you like a recurring Netflix cameo. You pop into my thoughts while I do dishes or homework. It feels like cursed destiny. My heart waits in restless.
Look at his dude. He looks like fucking Ray Liotta. Like Ray Liotta always looks like he's fed up with some shit. Like you watch Goodfellas, Ray Liotta's face looks like this 95% of the movie. You know, this is like, holy shit, dude. He's like, this is defeat. This is like, his skin looks like it's barely hanging onto his, like, you know what I mean? It looks like he literally let go of every muscle from his eyes down. Every muscle in his face from his eyes down, he just somehow let go completely because of how much defeat is within him. He goes, I don't know how much more I could take of it. He goes, what, I'm 26? He goes, I got to do this for another, like 30 more years? I got to do this until I retire? Or until someone assassinates me off of it? Like, that's what he's thinking in his head. He goes, I'm going to get assassinated because of this. He goes, I'm going to get assassinated one day because everyone thinks I'm actually a Nazi. When in reality, I'm just listening to super chats ready to rip all my fucking hair out.
Longing, aching for even the smallest hand to touch. I yearn.
Don't yearn. Please do not yearn. Who said I yearned? I never yearned. Do not yearn for me.
I never yearned.
Why would I just don't get people. I'm sort of like a self-imposed incel. I don't know how anyone could watch the show and yearn. Okay, I'm not likable, okay?
I'm not likable, he says. I love you. I don't know what it's like. I love this dude. I like when he goes, who yearns? I never know. He like goes all like, he gets all like muskrat on you. He goes, I don't yearn. Who yearns? I've never yearned. He gets all seductive with his, that's where the girls are yearning. You get all like, I don't yearn. You get all deep and shit. I don't yearn. All right? The girls hear that deep slide into that. They're all yearning. All right? Trust me. I want to hear him say that again.
I yearn.
Don't yearn. Please do not yearn. Who said I yearned?
That one right there. Who said I yearned? He says that dude, girls are fucking, they're mopping the floor. They have to mop the floor after that. They see him. Who said I yearned? Every person just yearned. The second I yearned, the second you said that.
I never yearned. Do not yearn for me. Why would I just don't get.
Moves the cup. He goes, I won't be drinking from this. Moves it over you. As a matter of fact, who yearns? I will not have any of this. Moves it over.
At people, I'm sort of like a self-imposed incel. I don't know how anyone could watch the show and yearn. Okay, I'm not likable, okay? I'm cold. So, people are all, first of all, if that's even real. But these, the Groiper girls are like, I yearn for him. It's like, why? Why?
It's a fucking matter of speech, bro. Chill. They all want to fuck. Every fucking 14-year-old guy. I don't know if there's like an adult Groiper girl. Well, there's the one that left the super chat with the Groiplings. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
The Groiplings. She goes, I got 3 Groiplings at home. It's like, whoa. You clearly got impregnated at 13. You know, you were in one of those arranged marriages in a deep south. You know, you got groiplings running around. That sounds like the movie Gremlins. You know, like you can't get groiplings, you can't get them wet because they start multiplying and shit. It's like groipers everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa. Can't feed them after midnight. The groiplings.
Yeah.
What was the other shit about the gremlins? Something to do with like sunlight, I think, right? Don't they like explode or something? You put them in the sun and they like fucking pop or something like that.
No, I just remembered those first two things.
I gotta watch Gremlins is one old movie that I would watch because I don't like how like the shit production value is like of old movies because cameras now are just shooting fucking like 12K or some shit now. It's like, why do I want to watch something in 380p? You know, it's like, fuck all that. But Gremlins is like, it was so ahead of its time. Didn't the first one come out in like the 80s or something like that? They're doing all those special like effects and they were all practical, which means like they add the dummies and shit. You know, it's not like 3D or nothing. I like a good Gremlin, you know. Got to give it up. Let's give it up for Nick. You end the show there. You know? Don't yearn. You know, I don't. You watch Lost Docs Media, you yearn. It's like, you know, I can't yearn. I'm ready to make me a sandwich, though, and get some Z's, man. I'd like to thank all of you for watching yet another episode of Lost Docs Media. As always, this is the worst part of Lost Docs Media. The end of Lost Docs Media. Be sure, like I said earlier, to catch us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, anywhere else you listen to your favorite podcasts. And you can also support the show by buying merch at lostox.media. That's lostaux.media. New audio episodes go up Wednesdays at 4:30 a.m. New video episodes go up Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Until next time, I bid you adieu, and I bid you goodbye. See you.